everybody, virtual fight fans around the world. Welcome back one more time. It is Sunday night tonight, and we have a very special event in store for you this evening at the ESFL, the Esports Fight League. We have a Fight Night Champion event tonight, some straight boxing action coming at you. 6 fights on the bill. Should be a great night of something special this evening. Not MMA, boxing. How about that? I am Bailey, and of course, welcome back, everybody. I was here yesterday. Thank you for joining us again. And I have a very special guest with me this evening, a man who I have never had the pleasure of commentating with, but have commentated an extraordinary amount of his fights. Mr. Crooks209, how are you this evening, sir? Are you excited about this boxing thing?
I am super excited. It's good to be here, Bailey. And it's good to be finally working with you. When I started commentary, you were one of the people that I wanted to work with, so I'm super excited to call this Fight Night Champions card. We got some legends of the ESFL coming out to showcase their boxing pedigree. And as a boxer myself in UFC 4, I cannot wait to see the performance that these guys are going to get ready to put on for us.
Yes, indeed. I will say, actually, I've just noticed on the Twitch page, perhaps it's me, we need to change the category to Fight Night Champion because we're in UFC 4, and that's not what we're playing today. I don't think we've changed that in a year, but we've got to change it tonight because we are doing Fight Night Champion. So let's take a look at the fight card this evening, guys. We've got 6 fights for you, some names from the world of the ESFL, but we're also co-promoting tonight with Outlaw Boxing Syndicate. So shout out to them for co-promoting. Go check out Ebox Champions on YouTube if you want to watch some more esports boxing stuff. But for tonight, the main event will be Malky Pablo, a go of the Fight Night community, taking on, well, a go of the MMA community, the UFC community in Suave. Jamie there in the main event, 12 rounds. Should be a good time. But kicking things off there at the bottom right, Double Mat versus EK Slick, a matchup of UFC veterans here. That should be a good one, as well as some names that you won't have recognized unless you are deep inside the Fight Night community. We've got Fight Night's finest taking on Zelda Random, Coach Anthony taking on Bluto, Prioxis taking on Spider, Dark taking on Sniper, and Baron. Oh no, sorry, it's Dark Sniper taking on Baron. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, Crooks, there's a lot of names on there, some that you may know, some that you don't, but any names that stand out for you tonight that you want to point out to those people at home who are watching this one?
Well, I mean, starting off with the main event, I mean, you got Malky Pablo versus Suave Jamie, the best from Fight Night Champion, coming up against one of the best from UFC 4. It's best on best. We're going to see who is really going to be the best combat sports fighter to date right now. And then, of course, you got names like Prioxis versus EK Spider. We all know how crafty EK Spider is at creating combinations. He's a real tricky striker, and he's going up against one of the most calculated strikers in UFC 4, Prioxis, one of my really good friends. So I'm really interested in that fight, as well as the Double Mat versus EK Slick fight. I mean, Double Mat's been around for a very long time, and he's going up against EK Slick. And I know when I was in the EK camp, EK Slick is one of the best boxers in that camp. So I'm real interested to see how that fight's going to play out as well.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely excited to see some of the ESFL names on there to see how they get, you know, with the flicking sticks in their hand for this one. But yeah, the main event, highly anticipated. Some say it might be a mismatch tonight. Crooks, what do you think?
I don't think necessarily that it's gonna be a mismatch, because I know how good these fighters are, but it's really gonna come down to who executes their game plan really better and the fighters that they choose, babe.
All right. Well, we have a lot of fights coming up for you tonight, so don't go anywhere. Let's jump straight to the first one now. We have the 2 ESFL MMA veterans here in Double Mat taking on EK Slick. It should be a good one. We asked these guys a couple of questions ahead of all their fights tonight, so we have some answers from some of these interviews here. I know that we've got the scouting report at hand. You've got it there, Crooks. Anything you can tell us about these 2 competitors ahead of this one?
Well, you guys were able to catch the last event with the last Fight Night Champions event with Double Mat. He was able to defeat Danny, so he anticipates this fight to be a little bit harder than the Danny fight, but he doesn't see a different result happening from the last fight. He feels like he's gonna come in and really dominate. He said Slick's not gonna make the count after about 6 rounds, so he's calling his shot, which is really impressive. And then on EK Slick's side, he said that he's gonna box Matt's head off, which is a super confident thing to say. So we're gonna really see if he's gonna be able to live up to his words here.
Did I just see an Israel Adesanya on Double Mat's side there? It may be a custom fighter, obviously, but that's kind of insane. He's made himself one. Okay, I like the Isaac Frost pick there, right? Southpaw. Huge guy, long reach, going to be troublesome for anyone here at heavyweight. But let's see what the counter pick will be. Any suggestions from you, Crooks?
Really, if you're going with Isaac Frost, you might see an Andre Bishop. Those are the two main characters, but it looks like it's a Kobe Nichols versus Isaac Frost matchup. Isaac Frost in this game, unlike in UFC 4, is an absolute monster at heavyweight here. So we're going to see how Double Matt is able to deal with this problem.
Yep. We'll see who establishes what first. If they're coming out aggressive or whatnot. Both guys here, obviously, ESFL veterans, MMA side of things, guys. MMA side of things, but yeah, tonight they're putting on the boxing gloves, so we'll see who's got the more transferable skills. Both guys are pretty well rounded when it comes to virtual combat sports competition there. Mr. Frost, 6'7", kind of ridiculous. I mean, there aren't humans that look like him, really, are there? You know, that's the thing about video games.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would like to see the guy that, if they did mocap him out of a real person, I want to see somebody that looks like him, because I've never seen anybody like that in my life.
There we go. I just seen Double Matt in chat saying they know I'm Frost. Right. I thought we're on the other side of the screen there, Double Matt. Perhaps I'm being misled, but we'll see once the bell rings, I believe. Actually, no, we won't. It will be, because we won't get to see names above heads. We have to remember this. Well, I thought Double Matt was... Oh, we go. Double Matt is on the left, so Double Matt taking Isaac Frost there. Just to be confirmed. Nice quick work from the inside. Immediately levels down to the body there. Trying to get the headbutts going already. You do get some illegal shots. You know, you can land a couple, 2 or 3 maybe. Already gunslinging. The pair of them, though, can send those hooks on the inside. Lots of shelling, though, in return here from Slick. He's taking his time.
Yeah, Slick, he did a good job at the beginning of the round, ripping to the body. I feel like against Isaac Frost, being the shorter fighter that Kobe Nichols is, he really needs to go down to that body and put in the body work. Double Matt needs to be careful not to get hit with counter shots, winging them hooks.
Yeah, Double Matt countering off the jab nicely with combinations here, as Slick's just landing the 1-1-2. Matt just content to just charge through, throw 3 pieces work the body as well. He's landing, although he will be digging into those stamina reserves every time he does. Nice roll underneath there, came back with a left hand. Nice job down to the body twice there, but covering up low. Doing a bad job of cagemanship here, or ringmanship, excuse me. He's keeping himself in that corner, but there we go. He's circled out now. Puts Double Mac in that position, who's content to rope it up a little here, using that Philly shell, trying to duck roll underneath. Staying composed here. Crooks, nice counter right, though. Oh!
He caught him with a good shot, and he catches him with that left hook and knocks him down. I thought that fight would have, the style of fight that Double Matt is playing would favor EK Slick, but he hit him with a good left hook and put him down.
Dude, he hit him with the elbow. You can't do that in boxing, can you? Who is it?
Not legally, bae.
All right, he's got to balance those 2 sticks right now. Seems pretty central to me. I was going to say, is he just waiting for the count there? All right, back to the feet, drop straight back. Got to be careful there, and it was a beautiful left hook. Ooh, gets caught there while taunting, but we need to probably see Slick stay a bit more composed here, Crooks, right? He's getting caught by these counter shots, like you said, because he's trying to trade, but not a great place to be against Frost.
Yeah, you can't trade with Isaac Frost. He gets rocked again, gets hit with another left hook. Left hook Larry is out and about and roaming the streets in this fight, and he puts him down for the second time in literally 10 seconds.
Oh, Jesus. Honestly, yeah, I can kind of feel that Slick was trying to stay composed and back up there, but Matt just walked straight through him, through 3 pieces, 3 bombs, doubled up all the hooks on both sides. It was just kind of like, I don't think Slick had much choice there, Crooks, apart from to get hit by the wrecking ball that was coming at him.
Yeah, Double Matt's really trying to draw him out into a brawl with Isaac Frost, and that's not what you want to do, especially against Isaac Frost with his stats in this game.
This game still looks so good, doesn't it? I can't believe how good it looks. Oh, nice straight right there, and a left hook into the rear uppercut, into the 1-2 again, tries to follow up there, but doesn't come back. Oh, big swinging hook so from Matt as he tries to walk him down. Philly shell still up nice and high. Block staying tight, letting Matt punch himself out a little bit, but it breaks through the block. 3 pieces on the way down, all on the right hand jab, 2 over the top. There might have been a hook round the back of that left-handed guard. Uppercut, and then another right hand on the way down. Crooks, that's vicious, that, mate.
Man, Double Matt is out for blood. He is trying to stick to his word and get him out, not only in 6 rounds, he's trying to get him out here in the first, and it looks like it's going to be all but over for EK Slick here.
There we go. All right, well, there we go. I mean, Matt kind of just marching through Slick. We mentioned the Isaac Frost pick at the start being somewhat of a cheat code, perhaps there, Crooks. But, I mean, skill-wise, do you think Matt was the better guy tonight?
Yeah, I feel like Double Mat really pulled EK Slick into his style of fight, and that's what happens when guys get you to fight at the pace that they want to. The outcome for you is never really good. So good job by Double Mat employing his game plan, drawing EK Slick into that firefight, and being able to get the dub there.
All right, all right. Well, he will be happy with that one, taking it home. He said he thought that Slick was going to be a pretty difficult opponent, but well, didn't seem to be too much of the case. Was that the first round? It was over in Crooks, right?
Yep, first round knockout. He said in 6 rounds, but he got it done in the first.
Yeah,
So that's
I mean, 3 knockdowns in the first round is not a good place to start there. Obviously, there was some discussion of the pick. I'd like to hear what Slick thinks about that one. But there we go. There we go. We'll be moving on to the next fight. They are just getting themselves ready right here. It's going to be Fight Night's Finest and Zelda Random. 2 guys from the Fight Night community. If you didn't hear at the start, guys, we are co-promoting tonight. So again, shout out to Malky Pablo for organizing this, as well as Outlaw Boxing Syndicate. So you can check out Ebox Champions on YouTube, Ebox Champions on YouTube if you want to watch more esports boxing stuff. But we're over to the fight right now. We are back at heavyweight. Looks like some different picks coming out this time though, Crooks.
Yeah, looks like a Mike Tyson versus another Kobe Nichols pick. I mean, Kobe Nichols must be a pretty popular fighter over here in Fight Night Champions for him to be used back-to-back against monsters like Isaac Frost and Mike Tyson. So we're going to see if the outcome is the same as the last fight. Hopefully it goes a little bit longer than the last fight, but we're going to see.
Yep, we will see indeed. Zipping over to New York Arena. That's kind of a generic, is it? It just seems like a generic name. I'm saying. Just New York Arena, okay. Wherever we are, right, so obviously we do have the, well, the reach is pretty similar in this one. There will be a height advantage in the corner of Zelda here. I believe it was Fight Night that picked up Tyson, Fight Night's Finest, but we will see at the start of the contest. Specifically, though, in terms of strategy, Crooks, anything to point out in this one? You got to keep the distance on Tyson. You're going to assume that the bodywork is going to come out.
Yeah, you got to be careful of Mike Tyson's power punches and his bobbing and weaving as well. He's super powerful in this game, but he does not have the best cardio. If you guys were able to watch Mike Tyson or have watched Mike Tyson's fights in real life, he tends to fade the longer the fight goes on. So if I'm Kobe Nichols, I'm trying to wade the water, trying to withstand the power shots I know that are coming in the first 2 to 3 rounds, and just trying to maybe get him out of there later on in the fight. But it's going to be a tough task for Kobe, but we're going to see if he's able to get it done.
We will indeed. All right. It's nice to call some different action here tonight, guys. We are obviously hoping to do more boxing as we move towards ESBC at some point in the not too distant future. If you managed to catch the start of the stream today, it was a little special little ESBC-like boxing intro for you lovely people that were fortunate enough to see it. But again, yeah, Kobe Nichols we're seeing a couple of times tonight. I don't know if these fights will be at heavyweight. I don't have the weight class listed. We do have Pryoxis taking on EK Spider coming up tonight, as well as Malky Pablo, one of the goats of the Fight Night community, taking on a UFC goat here in Suave Jamie. So those are all coming up tonight as well. Lots of good fights. So it is Fight Night Finest with the Tyson pick, Zelda Random with the Nichols pick. A lot slower pace already to start with, just pouring away with the jab. Flinging out that lead hook to the body there was Finest as well. Now going with that lead uppercut. Lots of nice work. Orthodox v Orthodox. The lead hand's very, very nice. In close, in tight range with the jabs as well. You got all sorts of options. Pulling back. Not too far. Open up to the body hooks. They trade there. Right hands. Good work. Very patient approach so far though, Crooks.
Yeah, I like how Finest is really just taking his time. He knows Mike Tyson doesn't have the best cardio, so he's really just trying to pick his shots here, trying to see what Zelda is going to give him for an opening. He's doing a good job of not overcommitting on shots. Zelda's doing a good job of moving his head. But Mike Tyson ripping to that body is going to be really, really brutal. You don't want to take too many from him.
The rear uppercut right to the body. Nice job countering the jab, though, with the straight right over the top of it. That was nice work. Zelda definitely using that head movement, moving the trunk. That's going to open up the body shots, though. Losing that Mike Tyson shuffle there as well to close the distance. Fight Night not letting anything go. He does there. Set up beautifully with the jab. Range found it and perfectly executed. Rear uppercut to the body one more time right there. Trying to fire back is Zelda with the uppercut of his own, trying to deter that body work.
Yeah, and I like how Zelda is not letting Finest really trap him in a corner. He's doing a good job of not letting Mike Tyson really cage cut him and keep him in front of him. He's moving side to side laterally very, very well. He's not overcommitting and leaving himself open for too many shots. But at some point, Finest is going to need to try to press and try to get those body shots in.
Yeah, it's a tough test, you know, to answer the call to defend the body, but there it is. It came back up top as well nicely. 3-4 piece combination there, level changing high-low with each shot. Ooh, tried to fire double shots to the body again there with the rear uppercut lead hook, but didn't land. Zelda trying to stay composed against the cage right here. You mentioned the stamina. Let's see if Fight Night's Finest will drain a little over time through these rounds. 10 seconds left, giving up that first round to Zelda, but it's a first round where he didn't take too much damage. Nice weave on the outside, got under the hook there, but caught with the uppercut as he came back through. Good opening round, Chris.
Yeah, it was a really slower pace first round, but a good round by both men. But I'm really impressed with how Zelda is bobbing and weaving these shots from Mike Tyson. He's responding when Finest decides to rip to that body with the uppercut. He's landing a few good shots of his own, but not overcommitting to where he can be countered by something big. So we're gonna see the way how Finest responds to this game plan from Zelda.
You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big
down one round. These fights are all 10 rounds tonight up until the main event. It's going to go 12 if they get there. That's the first time we've been past the first round so far. In 2 fights, was it 1 fight? Have we had 2? We've had 1. Blimey.
This is the second one.
Yeah, time is moving slowly. All right, this is the start of the second. Let's see if there's any switch up of the game plan from Zelda, who works now to jab the body. I like that. Nice and fast. Got to be careful of those uppercuts. Pulling out of range there as well. Good trunk movement again. Get the head off the center line. Nice work. Really trying to weave under those hooks, but they're not coming out too much. Fight Night now committing to the jab. Probably going to use that to set up that body shot again, you would think. This time went up high with the uppercut. Came over with the lead overhand. Just out of range, though. Both men pouring jab lead hook to the body. Just out of range of that straight on the counter there as well. Nice work. Good stuff from Zelda so far in this one, Crooks.
Yeah, Zelda is doing a very, very good job here. He's fighting Mike Tyson the way that you need to fight Mike Tyson if you don't have somebody that has very, very good power. He's moving his head very well. He's moving laterally. He's not staying in the same spot trying to exchange with Mike Tyson for too long. He's getting his shots, and then he's moving out of the way and moving at a distance where Finest can't really hit him. But you see Finest is trying to press the pace just a little bit here. He's starting to open up just a little bit more to the head as well as the body. So we see these guys making the adjustments. It's gonna be about who makes the right adjustment at the right time.
Yeah, that body jab working nicely for Zelda in this one. He's popped him a few times with it just to let him know, just to stick him with it. Again, it's 10 rounds. Zelda obviously in no hurry to win the opening couple. You know, he can really start to turn it on after the 4th if he needs to. Double uppercuts right there, in close from Finest, up the middle through the guard. Big whiff on the right hand there to the body, but no follow-up from Finest. Just pouring with the double jab, tries to stalk to close that distance. Again, not many body shots from Finest in this round so far. Was really committing to the big uppercut to the body, and there trying to work. Yeah, snuck it in that time. After Zelda used some good head movement, fired back a few counter shots, but that rear uppercut to the body lands one more time there.
Yeah, and I like how Finest is starting to go back down to the body. I think it would serve him very, very well to continue to go to that body because Zelda is pulling a lot more than he's moving, bobbing and weaving. So that body is open to those body shots, but he needs to be careful not to get hit with an uppercut as round 2 ends.
You're letting this guy get away. Come on.
All right, good second round. Now we're seeing some boxing, Crooks. Now we're seing some boxing, you know. This is different from the MMA guys in the start. It's just, you know, let's go for the kill. That's how we roll. Well, although if it's Slick, you know, we can't really expect anything less. That's just kind of how he fights, you know. So,
yeah.
But I'm loving the patience, making reads, some adjustments now. So we saw lead jab, the body work in that round from Zelda. Fight Night had a little bit more difficulty trapping him in the ropes as easily as he did in the first, and didn't really commit on as many strikes as he did. He actually ending this round here on 97% stamina, exactly what he ended the last round on as well. So put out enough output to stay in that fight, but also not to burn out any more stamina as we move for these later rounds. What do you think of that as a strategy there?
Yeah, I think it's a very, very smart strategy. I think he's trying to save his stamina for the later rounds so that way he can do more damage, but he's also doing a good job of ripping that body of Zelda. That might pay dividends here later in these rounds.
Another rear uppercut to the body and a lead one there as well. Just loop that one in. Have to go for the right hook. Out of range, check that body shot though as he backs him into the cage one more time. Ready to peek up. Ooh, there we go. Rear uppercut, lead hook to the body. Tried to come back with the right hand, doesn't land, but that lead one did. Now head to head. Another rear uppercut. Nice work here. No answer for this positioning against the cage, really ripping into the body now.
Yeah, and you see, this is what Finest wants to do. He wants to put Zelda in that corner, and Zelda is backing up. He was doing a good job of the first 2 rounds, getting out of their mover laterally, but he's eating a lot of body shots now. This is not where you want to be against a Mike Tyson player here, babe.
Wow, where's his uppercuts? He's not thrown one yet. Still going for that head movement, which is all fine and dandy, but you're not going to slip shots to the body, and that seems to be the majority of the problem right now for Zelda. Batted that one away, but now changing back up top is Finest, who's just saying super composed behind that super high guard as well, tries to land the straight right. That one just falling short there. Lead hook to the body doesn't land, gets countered with another shot to the body there. Double right hands, a third one coming in. Big whiff, went up top with the uppercut there, but just out of range. Zelda trying to fire back, but he's almost retreating into this corner. That was a nice counter right shot on the inside there, though.
Yeah, and as you can see, Zelda is starting to feel the pressure. Finest is doing a better job of cutting him off, keeping him in that corner. Here we are, back in the corner. He's getting those body hooks and body uppercuts ripped into his body. Finest really has decided his game plan is going to be going to the body heavy and going up to the head later on in the rounds. And it's killing Zelda right now. He needs to do something as he gets himself out of that corner.
Is there a reason he's not throwing the uppercut? Is it because it's quite easy to slip the uppercut in this game? You want to get hit with a big counter right hand off a slipped uppercut?
Yeah, maybe I'm not too sure. That would be combating the body shots would be the uppercut, but I'm not really too sure why he's not deciding to rip the uppercut, because Finest really isn't moving too much to where he could counter with something big, but maybe that's an adjustment later on in the later rounds that Zelda is going to try to make.
He has a cut under the right eye right there of Zelda now as well, so Cutman going to have to work on that one. I believe that does increase the damage to shots on that side of the body, if my memory recalls or serves well.
Yeah, it does.
I do remember that. And we see 10% now loss in the stamina there, so 10-8 round there they gave for Tyson in that second round, which actually is kind of interesting because I feel like that was his worst round there. That was kind of strange, but okay. Finest up 3 rounds and 1 round being a 10-8. So let's see if there's a little more activity from Zelda in this one. Gonna have to throw back. Finest is losing a little bit of that gas tank. 4 rounds in, still has 87% of it left though, so in no immediate danger. It's gonna be up to Zelda to either make him work or work that body himself. Ooh.
Yeah, and he's doing a better job of working the body as well. He's getting out of the corner. He's not letting Finest trap him in that corner. He's working the body with the nice body jabs right there. It goes a 3-piece to the body actually with body jabs.
He needs to put something behind it, right, Crooks, right? Like the body jab's all good, especially even if you're going to touch a couple of times, but touch, go. You got to let these hands go. You got to throw combinations, and that's also another way he's losing this fight. It's always one shot. You know, a counter shot return with the jab. There's other options in there.
Yeah, that is true. But as you can see, what he's doing is by touching that body, is he is draining the cardio of Finest. It was at 80%, 87% at the beginning of this round. So we're going to see how far it drains down in between rounds here.
A little 3-piece coming out there for Zelda. 2-1-1. I like that. He's starting to warm up into it though. You can tell Zelda definitely playing a safe game plan, only really throwing when he feels safe enough to do so. The problem is he is back here against the cage again. Eats another straight right to the body, gives one back though. Finest takes it, and there's another rear uppercut. Again and again and again, he's been landing that. Try to return there. There's an uppercut right up the middle for Zelda. He took that one on the chin. And Finest now back to this patient stalking approach. Jab 2 to the body there. Nice work. Comes back with the rear uppercut. Then 1-2 and to the body. That's good work from Finest.
Yeah, and what I'm liking what I see out of Zelda is that he is starting to pop that uppercut as Finest is overcommitting to the body shots now. He's draining the stamina by going to the body himself. He needs to get out of this corner though. That's not what you want to do with Mike Tyson.
All right, well, we just saw the 4th round, I believe. Fight now Zelda has lost every single round. There are 6 rounds left though, so he can turn it around. It is 10-8 though, so if he does win, sorry, it's 5 rounds left. Sorry, so if he does win all 5 rounds here, it will be a draw. So he has to do something. He has to get a 10-8. He has to knock him out. Otherwise, he has lost this fight. So the onus is on Zelda to find something. Very little stamina loss from Finest in that round. Another round he controlled well. I don't know, man. What would you do in there?
If it was me, I'd start trying to find openings to try to get Mike Tyson out of there, but that's a tough task, especially with Mike Tyson's stats in this game. But it's not impossible to do. It's very, very possible, but he needs to catch Finest making a mistake, maybe with that uppercut as he's going down for a body shot.
Yeah, Zelda seems to be in no hurry again at the start of this round to even outland a power puncher, which you know is something that's quite fundamental. You know, if someone has the power advantage, especially in a video game sense, you want to outland them because, well, you know, if they land 10 punches and you land 10 punches, they're going to have done more damage because they have a power advantage. You have to outland them if you want to hope to stop them, which is something Zelda's going to have to do.
Yeah, it really is, and it doesn't look like he's in any rush to do it. Maybe he has some kind of knowledge or some kind of read that we don't have, because he is just staying as patient as possible. But Finest is doing a good job of pressing the pace again. He's making Zelda retreat, use that lateral movement, not throwing too much output to drain that stamina of Mike Tyson. Good body shot right there. Nice, good slip off by Zelda right there, though. And Zelda is starting to open up a little bit more, but Finest is doing good work as well.
He might have just supreme confidence in his counter punching to know that he's going to get enough damage off from there. Doesn't want to risk himself. I mean, it's his game plan. There's going to be a bunch of ways he wants to play this, but he's not going to win a decision at this rate. Another shot to the body there. That one is blocked, but there's a nice sneaky return. Switch southpaw right now as well. Let's see if that opens anything up. There's a straight left to the body as a result, but it's going to make that rear uppercut an even bigger target right there. And you saw it fold right underneath that left elbow. Another time, another shot there as well. Same one again from Finest. Rip the body with the left hook and then the right.
Yeah, Zelda either needs to commit to strikes. He needs to commit and then start moving laterally out of the way of Mike Tyson. He starts exchanging and then he backs himself into the ropes and then gets caught there and gets ripped with like 3 or 4 body shots. So he needs to do a better job of punching, sticking and moving, as they would call it in boxing.
All right, well, Finest is now up 5 rounds in this one. Still doing a good job maintaining that stamina around 80%. Very impressed with Finest so far.
Yeah, he really did. He didn't lose any stamina from the last round. It was at 87% at the end of last round, and it's at 87 again at the end of this round, and he has no damage done to him. So Zelda needs to do a better job of putting together combinations and putting together strikes to try to get damage on Finest if he wants to win this fight.
Yep. Yeah, it's only a couple of rounds left to do it now. Did do a good job slipping off the center line, landing a straight right, but that was probably his biggest punch of that whole round. And he's going to need more than one of them. Let's see if he goes back to this body touching with this jab, or if he does try and set things up. Finest getting things a little loose here to start this round. Looks like he's trying to get the power shots going. A little strange tactic from Finest in a fight that he's winning. I mean, he can literally just take all of these rounds off and win this fight right now, but he's still content to push forward using the double jab, trying to break through the guard. Big leaping left hook. Lead uppercut out of range, as is the follow-up right hand. Those were blocked nicely. Zelda keeping the defenses high. Check that one as well. Nice job. Tries to return to the body. Ooh, and that rear uppercut again, but he comes over the top of the left hook. Nice job. And right hand right there. Now landing on Finest as he keeps his head out there. Finding some shots, Crooks.
Yeah, and Finest is doing exactly what he's been doing in the last round. Look at where Zelda is at. He's stuck up against the cage. He needs to circle out to that right side. Good slip off, but he didn't counter it right there. Finest is really dictating the way that this fight is going. He's pressing the pace. Zelda can do nothing but weave. He's not really trying to land any counter shots. He needs to try to respond with something to gain that respect out of Finest.
Yeah, I'm still so surprised he's not really thrown any uppercuts despite all this body work that's come out. It's been slipping off and pitching the right hand over the top or straight, and he's really hunting for that now. It must be something that he loves to do, but Finest is just free to tee off here. He's going head, body, lead hook to the head, rear uppercut to the body. There's another one, came back with a lead hook to the body again here. Beautiful combination. Again, down with the right hook to the body. Nice lateral movement there, sidestepped off the center line, but yeah, Zelda's still just covering, still just waiting for his moment.
Yeah, and it's not working out for him too well. He's getting his body ripped up. He's back in that corner just bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid the shots. But Finest is putting the pressure on him. But maybe he's doing a little bit of rope-a-dope and trying to get Finest to blow out his stamina, then trying to land that uppercut. But it doesn't look like Finest is really in any rush to try to get Zelda out of here. Good uppercuts, gobbles him right there.
Oh, he's unloaded. Oh, another uppercut. I mean, that's such a tough situation to be in. I don't feel like you're going to get out of there scot-free after taking a rock. A flurry of punches, a rear uppercut makes its way through, as does the left hook on the way down. And Zelda gets dropped for the first time here in the 6th round, I believe.
Yeah, he caught him with a clean rear uppercut that just absolutely floored him. And got that knockdown. Beautiful stuff.
It's a big uppercut. All right, well, if Zelda didn't think he was in a fight, he knows he's in one now. The activity and output has been low. He's been really looking for the counter shot with the right hand. Now been dropped in a fight that he was already losing and hasn't made any adjustments so far other than to try and hunt a little harder for the big knockout punch or something that's going to change the course of this fight. Finest stamina has just fallen below 80% here. But we're over the halfway point now, so you've got to think if he's going to lose about another 20% max with this current output, he should be okay.
Yeah, Finest is looking really good right now. He's not wasting too much stamina, but what he did lose in stamina, he traded for in damage. So Zelda really needs to come out. He needs to make those adjustments. This is where fights are won and lost, is the in-fight adjustments. You can have a game plan coming into the fight, but if it doesn't go according to plan, how well do you adjust in fight is what we're going to see Zelda try to do here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just confused about what the game plan was, unless it was to really look for the counter shot late, because Finest is not striking me as the sort of player, or he hasn't played like the sort of player that is going to be reckless and burn that stamina. He's done a really good job managing it throughout this contest. And that just leaves Zelda to think, you know, what am I going to look for here? What's my counter shot? Nice slip rip roll under, big left hook to the body. But Finest is going to find a shot for that right hand as well if he stays southpaw. And hopefully he can try and find this shot he's looking for here. Nice pull on the uppercut right there, but gets tagged by that right hook. And then the left one again to the body here. Stiff jab, nothing doing. Still all this pressure from Finest.
Yeah, and I like how calculated Finest is. He's not just winging combinations. Even when he had Zelda hurt in the last round, he was calculated. He knew when to flurry. He knew that Zelda was up in that corner and just was able to get that knockdown. But I like how he's not overcommitting. He's not blowing out too much of his stamina, but he is staying aggressive. So going into ESBC, or even if you guys are competing on the Fight Night Champions cards, this is how you pressure in a boxing game. You do not need to unload with combinations. You just pick your shots like Finest is doing here and watch your stamina output.
Zelda going toe-to-toe right here. Still not really throwing much, trying to pour with the jab to the body. Throws a straight left that time out of range. Finest overextending, but definitely not putting himself in any kind of vulnerability position. Just content to just keep winning this round like he's won every single other one. Ooh.
Yeah, and Zelda's not really giving Finest really anything of concern. He's not throwing a lot of strikes. He's going with those jabs to the body, but it's not really paying dividends for him here in this fight. He's not going to be able to gas out Finest with the way that Finest is staying calculated here in this fight, babe.
Yep. And now just backing up because he knows he's won the round. This is what I mean. I'm just like, what is Zelda's? I get this being a game plan for 4 rounds, but if it's not going your way at that point, I mean, it's simple mathematics, right? But it's too late now. Regardless, Zelda has to find that shot that he's been looking for the whole fight.
Yeah, and you see Finest's stamina actually recovered back up to 81%. He was at 77% at the beginning of last round. It went back up to 81%, which means that Zelda did hardly any damage at all. He took shots but didn't land shots up against Finest, and I think it's going to be very tough for him to get for Zelda to get Finest out of here, if I'm being honest.
He didn't really throw either. I mean, again, he's got 2 10-8 rounds so far. Number 2 and number 6. We'll keep moving here. Only 2 rounds left now, or 3, I suppose. Ooh.
And I like how aggressive Finest is staying with that body work. He's ripping those body hooks and body uppercuts. He's not overcommitting to the head because he knows Zelda is trying to bob and weave and pull some of those strikes. So he's mixing in good, nice head body combinations. He's not being He's not being too predictable with his strikes, but here we go. Zelda is trying to respond, but it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, he landed that uppercut off a left hook. That was nice. And on the straight right there as well. Finest now really just turning up the volume, turning up the pressure, trying to get him out of there because, like you said, he's now recovering stamina. You know, he's in control of the fight and he's at the point where he's actually getting stamina back. So he can afford to let go with only a couple of rounds left. And there's the right hook to the body again. The same shot he's been finding all fight, that and the rear uppercut. And then came back with a liver shot as well. Look at that. Sits him down. I don't know if he's getting up from this, Crooks.
Yeah, it might be. He might be. It looks like he actually is going to be able to get up with the 5 count, but that body is in deep trouble. And we know Finest is a finisher. He's been trying to get him out of here this entire fight. So we know he's going to get him in that corner and go back down to the body like he does right here.
Yeah, and it's still Zelda shelling, not trying to throw any return offense to keep him off him. I know that Finest is a little bit wary, a little bit hesitant still, but when your opponent's not even throwing punches back, Crooks, you know, you haven't got too much to worry about.
Yeah, you really don't. And that's what we're seeing here with Finest. Look, he's ripping to that body. He's going back up to the head. Left hook to the body twice right there. Hits him with another beautiful body shot and knocks him down again. This might be it, man.
Man, I mean, he tagged him with that good and proper right in the solar plexus. Down he goes one more time. And yeah, unfortunately for Zelda, it seemed like he had a game plan to, you know, play Matador to the bull tonight, but the bull came correct and got it to work. Good job getting back to the feet, though. He stays up.
Yeah, he's able to get back up. Here we go. But Finest is on the hunt. He smells blood. He knows that body is hurt, so he's going to continue to try to rip to it. And this, look, Zelda's putting himself right back in that corner, getting hit with those body uppercuts and body hooks. It's not looking too good.
Yep, just sliding backwards still, getting walked all over the ring, excuse me. I almost said octagon. And there we go into the 9th. Man, this is just Finest's fight all day. He said before this one, I would like to be a high-level player who can compete competitively and teach others like I do on Fight Night Champion. I don't know anything about the person I'm fighting, so I'm just going to do my best. Nothing more, nothing less. Fine words from Fight Night's finest there.
Yeah, I mean, and what a clinic he is putting on how to play Fight Night. I mean, he's being calculated, but he's being aggressive. He's working the body. He's not just head hunting with Mike Tyson like we would see a lot of players in Fight Night Champion do. I mean, this guy is putting on an absolute beautiful performance. And if you guys are looking to get into Fight Night Champion, this would be a fight that you would want to watch if you're trying to employ an elite game plan.
Yeah. And here he is again, walking him down, just popping him with the jab now. It's just going straight down the middle of the guard. Hands are low for Finest. And again, there's the rear uppercut. Timed it twice there nicely and slitting through the right hand there. Oh! Trying to roll through, even. Gets caught though, trying to throw the left hand that time. And another body shot there from the right hand. Trying to follow up with another one. Lead uppercut straight right one more time. And another one. Starting to accumulate now. Oh!
Yeah, the damage is starting to wear on Zelda here. He's just shelling up. He's not putting himself in the corner, but he is eating massive shots. There's another body hook, another one, and Finest is just ripping it like it's a punching bag right now.
Ooh, pulled that one with the straight right, but he's not really done that much damage. I mean, this is kind of the output he needed going into like the 5th round, you know? This many counter shots, if this was it, but it might be a little too late. We don't know, though. We don't know. Maybe Zelda has a game plan to really time a big right hand. Put Finest out of there. Oh, no, another lead up. Straight right. Oh, dear God. The poor man. Also, I don't like boxing. Oh my God.
That was nasty. That right hand just absolutely probably put Zelda's lights out here. We're going to see if he's able to recover, but I don't expect him to get up from this one.
People from the Twitch chat are now spamming this man. And that is it. The fight is done. Easy work tonight for Fight Night's finest, proving he's as good as his name tonight, Chris.
Yeah, and what an absolute beautiful performance right there by Fight Night's finest. I mean, he put on a masterful performance with Mike Tyson. He went down to the body. He stayed patient. He controlled the ring. He never let Zelda get any opportunities to land big shots. He ripped to that body, and was able to get that dub there. So shout out to him for putting on such a good performance.
Yeezy, I don't know why you're acting like a child, but I will just time you out for 2 hours until you behave yourself. All right. Anyway, it's fine. Right, let's move on, people. So we have 4 more fights actually to come. That was a great performance, though, Crooks. We saw a lot more of boxing, basically, as opposed to the first contest. So hopefully more of that tonight. It was a nice slow-paced affair, and it just kind of ramped and ramped and ramped from there. It's what you want to see from this game, really. It's interesting to see the momentum swings in this one because the counter-punching it's pretty... What's the word? It's pretty devastating, right? It can really turn the course of a fight if you land a good counter shot.
Yes, if you're able to slip off in Fight Night Champions, you can do massive, massive damage, especially if you have like a counter puncher with the style like Mike Tyson. If you move off and are able to counter, you do massive, massive damage. But I really like the pace that last fight was contested at. We're used to seeing such a high pace pushed in UFC 4 that it's kind of refreshing to see people just take their time, like Fight Night's Finest did, and really just pick his opponent apart over the course of 8 rounds, I believe that last fight was. So it's really, really a good thing to see that there's a game where you can really just take your time and not have to rush things.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you want to play a lot of fights like that on UFC 4, but your opponent makes that choice, I think, a little bit, especially because in UFC 4 it's very hard to be defensive without taking damage. You have to throw offense back to prevent the people walking you down, which is fair enough. You can't always maneuver your way out of every situation. You can't be perfect all the time, so it makes sense. But the next matchup, guys, we have Coach Anthony taking on Bludo here. Coach Anthony is a legend of the Fight Night Champion boxing community, and he's here to compete tonight. So what a treat for that one. Thank you, Coach Anthony. 200,000 subs on YouTube. I hear here, Crooks. That's pretty intense. And he's taking on Bludo here, who's also a streamer as well. So a bit of a content creator matchup. This one should be fun. We're at middleweight now as well, Crooks.
Yeah, this is going to be real interesting to see who these guys pick up. And I mean, you got a real life boxing coach in Coach Anthony, so he knows the angles, he knows what works and what doesn't work against different boxing styles. And he's going up against Bludo, who's a streamer. So we know that he plays this game quite a bit. So it's knowledge versus knowledge. Who's going to be able to employ their game plan the best here in this matchup?
Are these the eyes of the created fighters we're seeing here? Because I think Coach Anthony's got some screwed up vision now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is like one of those game face things, and that's what he looks like, in which case I feel really bad because I don't mean to insinuate that's a strange looking character. But those are some I mean it's an interesting character if that is his created fighter.
Yeah, those are not eyes you would want to see staring back at you across a ring, that's for sure. Ooh, so the intimidation factor is a big thing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all part of the tactics as well. Patchy's stepbrother, I don't know who this is. Obviously these are CAFs, so it'll be interesting to see. I think they are just, I don't know, maybe talking some trash to each other here before they pick these final fighters.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe they're getting themselves ready for a war, and if we're gonna get a war in this fight, then it is worth the wait. Trust me, Balin.
I don't know what they did, but they have exactly the same height and reach, so maybe they picked the same bodies. Although Coach Anthony coming in 2 pounds heavier here tonight. Look at that.
Yeah.
Would make a factor. I did like in Champion how much body type affected a lot of things like speed and power and stuff. That's a very unique approach at body types in a combat sports game.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and in this fight right here, neither one is going to have the reach advantage. Like you said, one is only 2 pounds heavier than the other. So there's really not going to be any advantage in terms of physical advantage. It's just going to be knowledge on knowledge. Who's going to be able to employ their game plan better is going to be able to get the victory here.
All right, both 20 at boxing's middleweight here. Or maybe there are just problems. Maybe this is what this guy looks like. I don't even know. I don't know if it's a question, if there's a problem, or if this is genuinely how he designed his calf.
I don't know, but I don't even. Yeah, with gray hair, man. I mean, hey, but he's got them hands, so we're gonna see how it goes.
It's like that movie that came out, Bright, and before they did the promo for the movie, they had the UFC do like a promo where there was like an orc, because there are orcs in that film, fighting in the UFC. Did you ever see that promo for that movie?
Yeah,
that's what this looks like, right? This is an orc, isn't it? Like,
yeah, maybe. both of them look the same way. Yeah, I mean,
maybe there's.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe these guys made an agreement that they were gonna make the same kind of calf, just with different hair.
Maybe there's like a bug or something that we don't know about that's present, or something like lost information, textures, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh God, that's loud. All right, anyway, we're going to see a fight regardless, okay? Look at this, 689 wins, 800 losses. That's an interesting record there. That's 17 wins, 13 losses. Okay. Nearly 100% finish rate on Patchy's stepbrother. Oxnard, okay, that's California, right?
Yeah, Oxnard. That's actually where I believe Tony Ferguson trains at and is from.
Oh, maybe this is Tony Ferguson. We just can't see him. All right, well, they're not skipping any of these intros. So we're going to see the full countdown here with the referee. So we have Coach Anthony. I want to say in the blue gloves, but I can't even say. Oh, no, we don't. It's blue. Oh, no, they switched it. So Bluto with the red hair. Coach Anthony here with the Southpaw Philly shell, which is very interesting because I've been told Southpaw Philly shell doesn't actually work in real life. But, there we go.
I mean, Coach Anthony's going to try to make it work here in this fight. But Bluto's, I mean, they're both just kind of shelling up, trying to see what each other is throwing, trying to get a good read on it. So we're going to see, I don't think we're going to see the game plans come out until about the second round.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. Bluto with the cross guard, I believe it was called. I don't remember too well. But both men playing the outside game right now. No one trying to force exchanges. In tight, Bluto stepping in there, trying to level change underneath. Through the straight right to the body. That was good work. Uppercut return right there from Anthony. A little out of range with it. I like the wide stance on Anthony as well. It looks like an MMA fighter. Yeah,
look, and he's looking good too. Look at the movement on Coach Anthony. He's cutting the angles. He's not letting himself get trapped up. You can tell he has very good ring awareness. He's not getting himself in bad situations. Bluto is wasting that stamina. If he gets caught with a shot, he is going to get hurt. So he needs to be very, very careful.
Yeah, and that was great work by Anthony. Just like jab low and then throw that straight left, right high, and he's timing it beautifully. Really just sliding out of range. Did it again there. Jab low straight high, and that's a little southpaw straight left. That lead touch to the body's not too hard to land. So good work by Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony's really pressing the pace. He's landing good shots. He's getting high damage on Bluto here. Bluto needs to watch that stamina, because if Anthony slips and counters to the body or to the head, he's going to get a good stun and get good damage off of it. But Bluto's trying to respond, trying not to get swarmed by Coach Anthony, but he's able to get himself out of the corner. Now he has Coach Anthony in the corner.
Can you fake in this game?
I'm not sure. I don't believe so, but I'm not sure.
Interesting. It seemed like it would help Bluto a lot right now to try and bait out that slide back that Coach Anthony's trying to use right here. Is just trying to get that step back left or that step back and then level change jab to the body, then the left over the top. So good work by Anthony in that first round. Look how much damage they've taken though. Have they turned their damage up? Because this is a hell of a lot more than Tyson took, I can tell you that.
No, I think Bluto took more damage because his stamina was so low and Anthony was countering and ripping that body. So Bluto needs to be careful not to take too much more damage, because he is going to get stunned and might even get put away here early in this round. Coach Anthony's doing a good job. He clinches him up there, makes him wear the weight. He's landing really good shots as he has him up against the ropes. Good job by Bluto being able to get off there.
Yeah, and he loves that rear left uppercut right here, does Anthony. Hasn't really landed it too clean. Oh, there's that jab to the body, straight left again and again. Man, just constant success with that jab to the body, straight left over the top. Time and time again. Puts him down with it, Crooks.
Yeah, and it was, like I said, that damage was high coming into this round, and he took one too many shots and got put on the canvas. And let's see if he gets up. He is able to get up, but that damage still is going to be really high here, Bay.
Yeah, gonna have to do well to keep in the fight. Gonna have to be careful about that jab body straight left here. Needs to find a counter to it as soon as he gets touched. Just fire that uppercut. Maybe not back up as much. Force a bit of a... Oh my my God, just arms fully extended, straight left on the chin. I mean, that looks like pure pain right there.
Yeah, it really did, and it looked like if he could have fallen out of the ring, I'm pretty sure he would have right there. But he gets up again, but that's the second knockdown. Now I would imagine Coach Anthony's gonna try to get him out of here as soon as possible. He's not playing any games here. He's going body and then back up to the head.
There's just no answer for this jab to the body, straight to the head. And to be fair, it's a really good technique to use on somebody who is using that kind of a guard in real life. I mean, that's perfect. Jab low, the guard comes down, he throws a straight left, so it's working just as it should.
Yeah, it really is. And
Nice,
I mean, he's landing good shots. I mean, even when Bluto's trying to press forward and throw some kind of offense, Coach Anthony's doing a good job of slipping off and making him pay for it.
I feel like Bluto's only hope is to crowd him, try and fight toe-to-toe, go play the hook game, hooks to the body, and try and find some uppercuts to counter that jab. But it looks like Anthony really knows what he's doing here, corralling to the cage, working the body. 10 seconds left, going to cruise that round as well.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Anthony is not getting any pushback on what he's trying to do. He's working the body. He's lowering that guard by going to the body and then going immediately back up to the head. He had 2 knockdowns in that round. And look at the damage on Bluto. It's at 85%. Not looking good at all.
All right, well, let's see if Bluto can make it out of this third round. Anthony right back on the pressure, already jabbed to the body, straight to the head. He's working for it. Got a lot of confidence in it now, as well as that rear left uppercut that he's been looking for. If he can slip and land that, it could be even worse. But Bluto has no answer here, Crooks. Just taking it, having to concede ground constantly. Just whiffing on everything.
Yeah, I think Bluto is a little bit getting caught in the moment here. Anthony's been putting it on him. He's pushing him back up into that corner. He's exchanging here in the pocket. There it is, that body to head combination again. Oh. Anthony's just shouldering him back into that corner. Bluto needs to try to circle out, but Anthony's doing a good job of keeping him there. Ooh. There's that clinch. That's smart. Super smart, and then he circles out. Good job by Bluto.
Oof. It almost landed the uppercut as well as they just trade there. Both men landing with their rear hands. Anthony still stalking though, looking for that straight left time and time again. 1-2. Bluto trying to fire back now, going to the body with the rear uppercuts. Straight left again from Anthony lands. Bluto trying to fire his own back.
My goodness, Anthony's just trying to put it on him right here. He's going to the body, then back up to the head, then popping that straight out to the head. Another good clinch up right there by Bluto, but he's not able to get off the cage. This might be the beginning of the end here if he stays up on these ropes right here, babe.
They're just trading straight punches right now. Bluto's taking some damage, but I kind of want to see how much Anthony's taken. There could be a rock in it at some point for Bluto as well. He's certainly been landing a few. If he can catch him with a good counter, a slip, a rip. Don't mind me, sorry. Carry on.
Yeah, no, it's Bluto's doing his fair share of damage as well, but and look at Anthony. His ring awareness is really what's separating the two fighters here in this fight. I mean, Anthony's really doing a good job of pressuring him and then backing up when the damage is getting too high for him. He's controlling the range, he's controlling the pace, and he's really controlling the damage as well.
10-7 that second round. That's crazy. Little shove there as well because he wants to keep it at that distance that we talked about. Bluto gonna be, oh, that was a nice straight right. Both men really using their rear straight hands a lot in this fight. Ooh, now going to the hooks. Does Bluto mixing things up, connecting a little, Crooks?
Yeah, he's connecting a little bit more than he has been in the past couple rounds. He's moving that head, but that damage might be a little bit too much if he gets countered. But good job here, trying to press the pace. Good right hook right there, lands. He's trying to go with the right hook again, lands again. But he's backing himself up into the ropes right there. Circles off. Ooh, good damage shot right there. Rocks him. Now is he gonna try to go on for the kill? It looks like he is, and he knocks him down. Good job by Bluto.
Oh, he is back in this fight just like that. Beautiful work by Bluto. Stayed diligent. We talked about him doing a bit of damage there. You can see it accumulating. And one good shot does turn the tide somewhat as we move into the fourth round. Well, that taunting from Anthony not helping him now. But he's still taking a ton of damage. You know, this could spur Coach Anthony on. He could put him away in the next 10 seconds. You never know.
Yeah, the damage on both is obviously very, very high. Is Bluto going to... Oh, good right hook right there. just catches Anthony as he tries to come in. Maybe Anthony's starting to gas out a little bit because of the output. Bluto's making a pay. Now it's just a barn burner of a fight here. Either one of them could go out at any time here.
Yeah, both still committing to those rear hands. Right here. Ooh, big rear uppercut, just misses as well as he plays a little rope-a-dope. Bluto trying to roll under. Oh, and he does land the rear uppercut right there. Then the right. Double shots to the body, the left overhand almost coming over the top. Both men got their defense on as well here. Look at Anthony roll in the inside. But body tried to sneak an uppercut to the head there as well. Doesn't land it.
Oh, man.
Oh, they're trading.
These guys are going for it. They're not trying to let it go to a judge's decision at all. They're trying to get each other out both in this round.
Now, there we go. Man, the pace really picks up in intensity there when both men kind of sense they need to fight for it. But there we go. That's a round for Bluto, and we're not too far gone in this fight where he can't win this on the cards if he needs to.
Yeah, and he's doing very good damage. That round was a very, very good comeback round for Bluto.
Ooh, rear uppercut. Nice work. Yeah, Bluto was doing some good work with the hooks. You know, taking away this outside straight game as Anthony jabs to the body. I'm sure he'll be trying to set up that jab straight left again and again here. Oof.
Yeah, and now look at how the tide has changed. Bluto is starting to get some good damage off. Anthony is not trying to engage as much anymore, not trying to swarm him. He got Anthony's respect. Now he needs to try to go in and do a little more work, try to get Anthony out of here if possible, but do more damage on him as well.
Yeah, now stalking Anthony as well, who's whiffing on these shots. Anthony looks like he's being, you know, careful, cautious, wants to take this back to how this fight started and pop shot him from the outside. But Bluto's kind of just walking him down.
Yeah, he really is. And I mean, he's working the body and the head equally as well.
Big straight left over the top right there as well. Nice job moving laterally there, keeping him in the corner. And Bluto not stepping forward into that dead space created by a little step back. Oh, rear uppercut up the middle again. Nice work. Tries to return to the body. Back and forth, back and forth. Minute left in the round.
Yeah, and they're both trading damage here. Bluto needs to be careful not to eat any more body shots because that high cross guard is susceptible, of eating body shots. But Anthony's taking his time. He's trying to pick him apart from the outside. He's moving his head very, very well. He's still utilizing that shoulder push to keep Bluto in that corner to be able to have more room to retreat. Bluto's doing a good job of getting out of that corner. This is a very, very equal fight pretty much here.
Yeah, Bluto's got a really fast jab. He's just trying to pour and counter with it right now. I feel like he took that first half of the round, but Anthony kind of came back in the second half. He might have stole that off him towards the end there. Both men taking a ton of damage though as well. Stamina starting to drain away as they let those hands go, turning into a good fight.
Yeah, it really is. And look at the recovery on Bluto as well. It went down from 87 to 83, so he didn't take a lot of shots. But that stamina is only at 64, so he needs to be careful with the output that he's throwing out here.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think they're both kind of the same position, stamina-wise. I mean, we can't really see Coach Anthony's stats in this one. But you've got to believe it's going to be kind of similar here. We will get to see the scorecards, I think, at the start of this round, Crooks.
Yes, I believe we will. Actually, it doesn't look like they're going to show it to us, but... I would imagine Anthony's probably up maybe by a round, but it looked like Bluto had a cut either underneath or over that right eye because of the glitch that we have on the characters. We couldn't really see it too well, but I did see his eye was closed.
Ooh. Yeah, really still trying to land that 1-2 to the body. Ooh. 1-2 again, another 2 over the top. Good work. Anthony really trying to find that pressure, make Bluto uncomfortable, put it back at that range he was excelling at.
Yeah, and he's doing it. He did a good job of it, but good job by Bluto to get off right there, babe.
Yeah, and the rear uppercut from Bluto is still coming through. It's still a weapon. If I was Bluto, I'd assume that left hook was there for him all day. That Philly shell from southpaw is a little dangerous because you can't really control the lead hand. for the jab as well, because your hand's so low and you're pretty, pretty at risk from that big left hook. So I wonder if Bludo can change that up and work it in there. I think that's kind of how the stances work on this game.
Yeah, and that's actually a really good game plan. He's popping out that straight as well. Good job blocking the body shots right there. He's doing a good job of returning when he's getting hit as well. Missed uppercuts right there by Coach Anthony, but he wasn't being able to be made to pay for that by Bluto. But Bluto, look, he's back up against the ropes here. Clinches up. Good job. He's going to probably try to circle out when this is broken up. There it is.
Oh.
There's the circle out. Good job.
Man, both guys there trying to slip and rip big. Weren't able to. Bluto doing a good job there with the twos. Keeping it right on the end. Again, pulling just out of range with a rope. There's another two. Oh, and another one. Anthony struggling to enter here, Crooks.
Yeah, Anthony's he's being made to struggle. Bluto's doing a good job of negating what Anthony is trying to do, but he's eating a little bit of damage too. That stamina dropped from 64 to 52, and the damage went up, which means he ate a little more shots than he probably would have liked. But both of these guys, I feel, are starting to fight a little more cautiously because they both have high damage. So we might see the pace start to slow down a little bit here in these last few rounds.
Yep. We will see. This is where boxing gets a little interesting compared to MMA. It's a longer game. The time frame isn't that different, but it's scored in a much more consecutive sequence. So it gets a little gamey, gets a little tactical here. We still have not seen the scorecards. Perhaps we'll see them going into the 8th. I would assume Coach Anthony's still ahead here, despite Bluto's success a little bit later in this one. But he's marching him down now as well.
Yeah, Bluto's trying to press the pace. Anthony's backing up. He's trying not to take too much damage because he did get knocked down earlier in this fight. But Bluto is doing a good job. He's just walking forward, holding his block up, saying, look, if you're going to try to hit me, I'm going to respond, but you're not going to push me back onto the ring anymore. But Anthony's trying to return back. Like I said, both of these guys are going to start fighting a little more cautiously because we're later in the fight and that damage has stacked up quite considerably.
Yeah, and look, Anthony here just playing it safe and easy. I mean, I don't know if he's seen the scorecards and thinks he's ahead, but he's definitely fighting like that, And I love he's got that push down as well, the little shoulder bump. That's great. It helps him create space for that straight left. He's not really had as much success with the jab to the body 2 up top as he was having early. There it is again, though. The speed on it. Nice pull, though, by Bluto.
Yeah, Bluto did a good job pull straighting that missed strike from Anthony. But, I mean, both of these guys really aren't throwing too much out. I feel like they both are a little cautious of getting finished. But this is a fight, so you got to go for the gusto. You got to go for broke because who knows who's winning this fight. Anthony could very well be winning the fight on the scorecards we did not see. But Bluto needs to try to go after it if he possibly can.
Yeah, the one knockdown apiece, I think. Unless Anthony got 2 in that round. I think he may have done the 10-7 round.
Yeah, he got 2 knockdowns. 2 knockdowns to Anthony, or to Bluto's 1.
Anthony now, again, just content to pour. Just look for that straight left. The straight left off the jab. 10 seconds. Oh, he drops it with a straight left. There it is. The accumulation. Bam, bam. To the body, to the head. One more time. Gets it done again there, Crooksy. That combination has been working for him all night.
Yeah, and it's that same combo, like you said, that landed earlier. Now let's see if Bluto's able to get back up. He was able to do it a couple times earlier, and he does. This guy has the heart of a champion, man, especially this late in the fight. Look at that damage on him, though, Bay.
But it's been like that the whole fight.
Yeah, it really has. He's done a good job of managing it, but just got caught with a good straight left that really just put him down. But, I mean, this is a really close fight. Really, really close fight. But I feel like Anthony's probably going to be able to take control because of the cumulative damage that he's been able to land on Bluto.
Yeah, that straight left has been coming down the pipe nice and fast. He caught Bluto there as he was throwing a right hook. So I'm sure that'll do extra damage as a result of that. But yeah, the jab to the body, 2 up top against that cross block. There we go. So 1 round they have given here to Bluto. Apart from that, Coach Anthony is up every single round. So yeah, he can take this. He can take this evening off right here. He can take the rest of the night off. There's not much left for him to do apart from not get knocked out.
Oh! And he caught him with that straight left again. That put him out. It's the same punch right through that cross guard too, right straight into the mouthpiece of Bluto.
Oh.
Just beautiful, beautiful placement on that straight.
He might not be getting up from this one. He's going to try. It's very slow. How good's your muscle memory for this mini game? Oh,
it was close. It was close.
Quick. He tried, but there we go. It is a win for Coach Anthony. I know his subs will be happy about that one. There we go. Unfortunately for Bluto, tried to keep it together, but yeah, the body shots into that 2 over the top was just too much for him there, Crooks.
Yeah, and it was set up off of the damage that he had did prior in the previous rounds prior to this one. It really just was too much for Bluto to overcome. Good job by Coach Anthony. He faced a little adversity. He got knocked down earlier in the fight. He ate some really heavy damage, but overall he was able to overcome that and get that victory with that beautiful straight left right there.
So I'm being told that is the meta at its finest, apparently. So there we go. A push straight. These guys are using every exploit. They're being called exploit. I wouldn't know if it's exploits, really. It feels like it's just like a consistent tool that you can use to your disposal. I mean, it doesn't really seem like an exploit. But whatever it was, it's a meta for a reason there. I mean, it's quick, it's fast, and it worked very, very well for Mr. Coach Anthony. So I know he'll be happy with that one. And we have a bunch more as well. I'm not sure what that actually meant, the person who just spoke in my ear. And also I have animals making noises. Okay, no worries. Anyway, we have 3 more fights left for you tonight as well, including Pry vs. Spider. It is the next matchup up. These guys have fought each other in UFC 3, UFC 4. Yes, so they haven't fought for a while here, one-on-one against each other. This would be a great little fight if this was a UFC 4 event, wouldn't it, Crooks? But it's Fight Night Champion, so it's going to be good anyway. We'll jump to the fight as they are going to be at middleweight, but what can you tell us about these two, Crooks?
Well, we all know Pry. I mean, Pry is a legend in the UFC 4 community. He's one of the more calculated strikers that there is in UFC 4, but he is going up against EK Spider, who is one of the more creative strikers in UFC 4, as well as being a calculated striker of his own. Pry did say that he did think that Spider was going to smash him, so that's a little bit of gives a little bit of cause to pause here. But Spider did say that he thinks that his ring generalship is going to be a little bit too much for Pry, and that he thinks he's going to be able to get him out of there by the 7th round. So we're going to see how this fight plays out between two of the most creative and most technical strikers that the EA Sports UFC community has to offer here in Fight Night Champion.
Yeah, we'll also see who's been playing the most as well. I like the pick of Manny Pacquiao here. That's perfect for Pry. You know, he's got that sort of RDA-like frame-ish a little bit. He's a southpaw. That's good enough. I'm sorry, I'm
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us.
But it should be a good matchup, like you said. UFC 4, they've clashed. UFC 3, they've clashed now. Fight Night Champion, a rivalry for the ages between these two right here. So I'm excited to see this one. I'm excited to see who looks a little better. I'm excited to see what tactics they go for here. Will it be hooks, body shots, slip and rip from the outside?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of everything. And they're going with two absolute boxing legends. You got Julio Cesar Chavez, and then you got Manny Pacquiao. Now, I've been watching Pry streams a lot lately, as I do most of the time. He has been putting in a lot of work with Manny Pacquiao, and Spider, I know, has been putting in a lot of work with Chavez as well. So we're going to see how this matchup really is going to play out here, Bay.
Yeah, and Spider here can get some revenge for Julio Cesar Chavez, because Spider usually plays Anderson Silva. You know, that's how he made his name in the esports scene. Obviously, his nickname is The Spider, and The Spider just beat Chavez. In fact, knocked him out, right? No, didn't knock him out, did he?
He knocked out Chavez Jr.
There you go. Yeah, he did. Oh, wait, is this not Junior? Okay, this is Chavez Senior, my bad.
Yeah, it's Senior. He knocked out Junior, but he can get a little bit of revenge for Chavez as well.
They look so similar as well. I mean, they are father and son. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
All right, anyway, let's see. I'm interested to see Pry test his hand in the boxing game. I think he has some IRL kickboxing experience. I think that's correct. That's translated nicely to his MMA game. But we will see how his boxing game looks here. It's going to be more of an aggressive approach. If both men are content to sit and trade. So on the left here in the white and gold, we've got Pry. And on the right, we have the Spider as well.
Are really going to enjoy this one because
yeah, I don't expect either one of these guys to just come out, and I don't expect this to be a barn burner fight, a drag out brawl. Both of these guys are super technical. They're going to pick their shots. They're going to make the correct reads, and they're going to try to get it out. As a beautiful uppercut already landed out for Pry right there. We're going to see how creative these guys are going to be able to get here in Fight Night Champion.
Yeah, I like the patience from both men. Pry looking to counter hard and heavy with that left hand. Ooh, nice point with a jab. Slip roll underneath, nothing there. Ooh, nice little combinations from Pry as well. Starting with the rear body hook. Good methodical work from Spider. He's doing a good job closing that distance quickly. He's sliding in, trying to disguise that right hand and the uppercut into the straight right. There's some Conor McGregor stuff right there.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of trying to control the middle of the octagon. He's trying to be first in the engagements. Good left hook right there by Spider. Good uppercut and good right hook by Pry. They both land. Good uppercut again right there by Pryoxis. Both of these guys are landing very, very well. Neither one is being able to edge out each other here in this first round. It's very tit for tat right now.
Yeah, Pry went jab, rear uppercut, and another rear uppercut there. Must have a lot of faith in it, especially against his body shots. Did sway out of the way of that one, but ate a long straight right from Spider after leaving himself open. And that's all Spider needs there, those short shots. 30 seconds left in this first round. It's been close. Nice work. Very accurate from Spider here.
Yeah, and Spider is starting to put together those combinations. I mean, he had 4 strikes where he landed major damage there on Pry. He's doing a good job of now pressing the pace, getting Pry to fight at his pace, but Pry's doing a good job of backing up and resetting as that round ends right there.
Oh, cut on the cheek already, though, for Chavez. That's not great. I'm sure Pry will be nice to see that, be very happy about it. But big shots kind of landing from both guys, but Spider may be showing a little bit of an edge in terms of his shot selection. And also when they're trading, it seems that Spider is landing just ahead of Pry there.
Yeah, he is, and he's landing heavy shots as well. Even though Pry was able to open up a cut on Spider's face, he did take considerable amount of damage. I mean, the recovery for the damage is only at 79%, so Pry needs to be careful not to eat too many more of these heavy shots.
All right, round 2. Nice straight left to the body there by Pry, trying to dig with the uppercut already. Nice step back, left straight over the top. Pry's done a really good job with that through this fight. Landed it a few times. Gonna have to be careful when he steps out, though, to create that space, because Spider's been stepping through with that straight right, so he doesn't want to get timed exiting. And Spider comes in, but the opposite just happened as Spider steps in. He comes over with that left hand. Didn't get to see the replay there, but it was the opposite of what I was talking about that could happen. It was Spider that steps in. Pry that met him with that left straight over the top again. Nice work.
Yeah, it was perfectly timed too. I mean, it wasn't even like he got a stun. He just absolutely knocked him down. Now Pry's having very good success with that rear uppercut. Now Spider's trying to get the damage back. He realizes that he's down. If I was him, I would just reset, but he is landing very good shots. Starting to press the pace a little bit on Pry, trying to make him feel a little bit uncomfortable. Good rip down to the body right there by Spider.
Yeah, trying to stay a little bit outside of the range of that straight punch now. Knows how much power is in it. Can't mess around with it. Nice little jab to the body. Tried to come back with the right hand, but that uppercut was waiting for him. And there, that right hand as he exited. That's what we talked about, and he timed it beautifully there. And there's a left hook around the side there as Pry gets caught trying to exchange in the pocket.
Yeah, and Spider is definitely doing a better job. He's starting to find a home for that right hand, whether albeit the right uppercut, the right hook, or the right straight. He's starting to land a lot with the strikes that he's throwing out. Probably needs to be very careful, even though he did get a knockdown earlier in this round.
Ooh, double uppercuts just out of range, and a nice left hand to the body, and another one from Pry, and then a lead uppercut. Was that a little wobble right there? Couldn't tell. Ooh, Spider tries to put it back on him though. Both exchanging now. There's the left, falls short again. Touches to the body with that one. Comes back again. Spider just waiting.
I mean, these guys are starting to pick up the pace. I mean, the game plans are becoming very, very evident of what they're trying to do. They're both trying to rip to the body and then come back up to the head. We're going to see who is able to get them the damage later on in these rounds, because Pry was able to get that knockdown there in the last round.
Yeah, and if he keeps landing... Sorry, my dogs are fighting. Carry on, Crooks. Go ahead. Take over.
Yeah, no, Spider's doing a good job of pressing the pace now, but Pride is landing very, very heavy shots as well. They're both ripping to the body. Pride goes back down to the body with a good body jab, then tries to come back up, but it's blocked right there by Spider. Spider is pressing the pace, catching him with good uppercuts. Good uppercut right there by Pride as well. These guys are really starting to open up. Good counter straight right there by Pry. Good lead uppercut again. Oh, somebody's going to get rocked. Somebody is going to get rocked right here. This fight is not going to go the distance if they continue to fight at this pace.
Yeah, this is where I feel like the MMA kind of takes over, you know. They both start hurting each other. It's just like, yeah, we're going to keep getting these big power punches in, you know. There's no reset back to like the methodical game plan. Not that they have to fight like that, you know. These guys are both landing nicely. Pride loving that straight left of Manny. But Spider's timing his entries now. Got caught stepping in there, though. Oh, eats the lead uppercut. Nice return to the body, though. Another right hand to the body. It's nice to see them mirror each other's movements as well. Sometimes they both step the same way or do the same weave. 1 minute left in this round. This is heating up now in terms of competitiveness.
Yes, it is, and both men are landing heavy shots. Neither one is really taking control of this fight. They're going tit for tat. Good job by Spider right there. Landed a beautiful uppercut, right uppercut. Prize keeping that space, trying to pick at him, trying to make him pay as he comes in, but eats a brutal body shot by Spider right there.
Yeah, just looking to reach with that lead hook. Spider just slid in, punched him with one of his own to the body. Again, oh, just slipped this time, though. Yeah, Spider's doing a great job closing the distance whenever Pry falls short on that lead hand. Cool, good round.
Yeah, very close round as well. Both men landed heavy shots, but look at the damage on Pry. It's at 80%. So he needs to be very careful, man, because when Spider hurts you, he has like this innate ability to get you out of there. You do not want to be in a rock state against Spider.
Yep, for sure. That's right. But we have seen him give fights up, actually, that he was winning before. Oh, like there's another left hand over the top lead. Uppercut straight left. Pry going off right now. Level changing down to the body and really trying to make that left hand work. Mixing the lead uppercut over. He loves it, but he's still swarming against the cage. Oh, Spider coming back, but he catches it with another left hand. They're exchanging.
Man, and good recovery right there by Spider. Good job by Pride being able to get him rocked. He needs to be careful because that damage on him is high. Good left uppercut right there by Spider. Gets Pride in all kinds of trouble right here. He's landed every single shot that he throws at this point. Pride is doing a good job of responding, though, Bay. This is turning into a brawl.
Keep going, man.
Oh, no. These guys are both just brawling out right here. Pride's doing a good job of working that body, not just head hunting. But Spider is doing also a good job of returning shots when he eats him. So here we go. Good uppercut lead hook right there by Spider. Tries to return on the straight, but is not able to land it. Good head movement right there. Price doing a good job of resetting. Both men are just landing heavy shots. It's only a matter of time before one of them gets rocked. Good left hook right there by Pride to the body. He's utilizing the step back very well at this point. But Spider's staying in his face, trying to slip off, trying to catch him with good damaging body shots. These guys are just going back and forth. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that I would have seen this fight coming from both of these guys. These guys are very good tactical fighters, but they're just brawling it out here in Fight Night Champions. It's an absolute beautiful thing to see. Good left hook right there. Good uppercut into a straight right there by Pry. Spider's trying to get the damage back, but he's eating heavy damage.
Yeah, overreaching a little as well. That right hand. Pry now trying to guard up a little bit, but they're both still just swinging big.
Oh,
good round, man.
Crazy fourth round, Bay. I know you had to step away for a minute, but you missed a whole lot of action, bro.
Oh, I did? Okay. What happened?
It was an amazing round. They both just really exchanged with heavy shots. Pry's not backing down from Spider. Spider's not backing down from Pry. They're both landing heavy shots on each other. It's a beautiful thing to see.
All right. Well, we're in the 5th round right now. So we will be approaching the halfway point in a minute in a fight that may or may not go the distance. They've both been landing big punches. Pry using that jab gauging range for that big left hand that he's loving. Spider using that quick slide in and out movement. I mean, that's helping him sometimes, but also getting him in big positions for counter shots. Almost ate something there as well. They both exchange again. Left hand from Pry, right hook over the top though in return, as well as that straight. But Pry's looping those uppercuts in, still finding a home for it. Throws a 4-piece right there and really tries to pour over their top with that lead hook, but there was nothing doing. And Spider's looking good right now, staying composed.
Yeah, he's looking really good, but Pry's looking very good as well. He's landing his shots. He's just getting controlled a little bit more. He's eating a little bit more shots than Spider is, but he's doing a good job of resetting, trying to find the openings where he can hit Spider. Spider, good straight right there, connects on Pry's face. Pry needs to be careful that he doesn't get one of these straights countered heavy.
Oof, they both do. Just leading with the big left hook now as Pry abandoned this jab that was working nicely for him. Oh, and there's a straight right as well from Spider, who's looking very composed. Looks like he was ready for this kind of a fight. Oh, nice slip and rip to the body with a straight right. Didn't do big damage, but it was well timed. Pry looking loaded on the inside as well.
Yeah, and you can see Spider is starting to feel himself a little bit more in this fight here. He's starting to open up, starting to exchange a little bit more. I feel like the tide is starting to turn in his favor. But the last 2 times that I've thought that as well, Pry has come back and landed a heavy shot. So he needs to be more calculated when he does try to step in and engage on Pryoxis here.
Oof. Yeah, you can sense the tension here. Both men trying to avoid the big punch because they know it might put them down again. And there we go. On to the 6th. I don't know if these two thought it would go this far.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this fight is going to end in a finish here if this pace continues. I mean, look at the damages at 80%. Pry was able to recover quite a bit, but if he eats too much more of those damaging shots, either to the body or to the head, he's going to be in major trouble. But the same thing for Spider as well. So we're going to see if these guys start to slow the pace down or if they're going to maintain the same pace that they've had the previous 5 rounds.
Oof, it's a long straight right there as well from Spider. Still trying to slide his way in. Oh, wow. Nice timing on that. Just as the jab came down. No, left hook came around the side as he threw the lead uppercut as well. That was nice work from Spider. Needs more of that left hook. I think it's working for him every time he throws it. But be careful though. Oh, rolls underneath. That straight left again from Pry. No counter follow-up though, but he got the rear uppercut in there that time as well. Stiff jab on the entry. Pry having a little bit of trouble in this round.
Yeah, and Spider's starting to pop off that right uppercut. It's doing a lot of damage, and every single time he touches Pry with that right hand, albeit an uppercut or a hook, it's doing massive damage on Pry. Catches him with a beautifully timed straight punch right there. Pry tries to respond, tries to go back down to the body, but doesn't get any damage done. Good job by Spider.
Ooh, another right to the body and a rear uppercut. Spider just letting it go now. Pry walking himself onto these shots almost. Spider really not the one being forced to come forward. Pry just entering the danger zone time and time again. Trying to exchange. Oh man, so close right there. Just some whiffs on the outside for both men. Inches away from unconsciousness perhaps.
Yeah, and they're meeting in the middle of that Jordan sign right there, and they're just going at it. Pry's landing some good shots now. He's trying to back Spider up. Good body hook right there by Pry. He's doing a good job. Good job by both men right there. He's starting to press the pace just a little bit more, but he needs to be careful not to eat those heavy damage shots from Spider.
Ooh, a nice level change to the body. Doubled up on it, but good eyes to block low right there. Stiff jabs on the entry. You know, Spider's looking to set something up. He did right there with a straight right rear uppercut, lead hook, but nothing landed. Ooh, it's a big body shot though, as Pry plants. Very close fight.
Very, very close fight, man. To be honest, unless I see the judges' scorecards, I have no idea who's winning this fight. I know they gave Pry a couple of rounds earlier in the fight, but these last 3 rounds in particular have been very, very close outside of one stun that Pry got, I believe, 2 rounds ago.
All right, I'm trying to corral these menaced animals behind me. All right, Here we go, round 7. And made it this far. I am surprised. Lead hook finally coming out there again for Spider, not breaking through that block. Pry now trying to use the jab a little more, looks a little bit more composed. Going to work behind that. Perhaps this round we'll see. There's that straight left again. So much confidence in it. He just drops his hand so much when you throw it. Obviously, that's the animation of Pac-Man. Oh, big left hook. Nice job. Slipped on the inside there off that jab. And now can work a little more. Start to put some more of a pace on him.
Yeah, and Price tries looking for that counter shot. Good job moving out of the way. Good left straight right there lands. Good right uppercut by Spider again. Every single time he touches Pry with that right hand, he's doing massive damage. But Pry's starting to land that left a little bit more and more here. Good right straight. Good left hook right there by Pry. These guys are going tit for tat here in this 7th round here, babe.
Yep. Using that jab again as Pry to the body. Spider with the eyes open. Ooh, double jab straight left. Blocked. With the rear uppercut sneaks through. Big pull and a whiff for the overhand. As he jumps with the lead hook. That landed a little bit. Catches another one there. Shorter. Pry ate both of those. That's not good. Oh, so close there as well to pitching his own hook on the inside. A little bit out of range though. Oof, and now the pressure from Spider.
Yeah, I mean, Bay, if you're Pry, how do you get some damage coming forward on Spider? It seems like every single time he steps in, Spider's just hitting him with either a right hook or a right uppercut.
Throw leg kicks, mate. That's what you gotta do. I mean, I feel like something like a straight lead uppercut straight would work quite nicely for Pry, and I think I actually saw that was like one of his videos that he taught a lot of people that combination. So I think straight uppercut lead straight would be really nice if he can get the combo together. I want to say use the single shots, right? Try and stick him a little, but I don't know if that's going to help him. I really don't.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Spider is on point, and he's looking very good. Look at that damage is up to 90% there, Bay. It's not looking good. Probably needs to be very careful. Try to let himself recover here in this round. He might be up on the scorecards, but who knows with how close this fight has really been, Bay. Who do you think is winning so far?
I think Spider's probably walking away with it a little bit. It's hard to tell. I think he won that round. I think it's really even. Yeah, it's even. It's dead even right now. And this is scheduled for 12, is it? Or is it just... Oh, no, it is 10. It is 10.
Only a few rounds left. He cannot afford a mistake.
Well, those are the rounds, you know, a lot of people.
Neither man can afford a mistake. I mean, like you said, Pry's very hurt. He knows he could get put out, but he knows he's still in this fight because it's even. So there's a lot of tension right here, I'm sure.
Yeah, and Pry knows just as much as damage as he has on his body, Spider has it as well. But Spider does have the heavier punching fighter here, so Pry needs to be very careful, but he's doing a good job of exchanging. Both men are landing heavy shots again. Good jab right there by Pry as he backs up. Good body hook. Good job right here controlling the center of the ring. I don't even know what else I can really say about this fight here, Bay.
He's seeing everything right now.
Yep, it's a good one. Stifling a yawn right there. I was like, I need to speak, but it's still going. It's been a great one so far. Not a good one, a great one. And I like both men's adjustments throughout the course of it. Proper war, tactical battle. That's what you get out of a good boxing match. Price still using that jab, trying to level change. Probably trying to set that straight left up again. Perhaps the uppercut, if he can sleep off the center line, very close here. Did eat that right hand with some venom, as well as that lead hook to the body, to that liver. And good patient work from Spider. It's only a couple of shots like that. They'll probably steal the round, Chris.
Yeah, Pry had a good sequence of punches. Ooh, as he eats an uppercut right there. Spider's, good right hook to the body. Spider's trying to turn it on. He's starting to get that damage off, catching him with good shots, but he's loading up on these shots. He needs to be very careful, does Spider, and just be him a little more tactical, and maybe he can get Pry to go down to the mat here at the end of this 8th round.
I mean, he was landing big crisp punches there. He's going to steal this one. That's going to put him up 1 round, but there's still 2 left. There are still 2 left to play for here. If he can survive, Crooks, do you think he can?
I believe he can. He just needs to avoid eating those heavy shots. He had a good flurry of shots, and then right after that, Spider came out and hit him with some brutal punches to the body, as well as a brutal uppercut. He needs to be careful. That damage is high.
Ooh, rolls nicely there. Found the home for the body shot with the left hand. Spider's being patient, thinking about the overhand one more time here. Both men know how vulnerable they are. You put in a lot of time. You put 8 good rounds in. You don't want to get this far and get knocked out. Good lead uppercut.
Yeah. Oh, good right hook right there by Spider. Good lead uppercut right there. Lands a beautiful jab again. And then the straight ripped right through the block. Probably needs to be careful. Spider looks like he's going to try to get him out of here in this round. Good job by Price circling off right there. I mean, he's eating a lot of damage though right here, babe.
Ooh, he is trading right now. Shot for shot, maybe not the most sensible thing to do. But there isn't much time to do anything else if you can't get your game plan going, because there's only 2 rounds left. He needs this round if he wants to stay in the fight. I mean, you can't. There's only 2 rounds left. He's down 1. He needs this one, and then he needs the next one. So someone's got to make it work. There's only a minute left in it. Ooh, very close there to getting caught with that left hook.
I mean, and Pry is going for it too, man. He's trying to throw. He's trying to time off a good counter. Spider is just staying in his face and landing heavy shots when Pry tries to go for those counter shots.
Stepping in again. Rear uppercut blocked. Ooh, there's a nice 2. Another one there. Another one to the body into the lead uppercut. Nice work for Spider. Went to the body again. So many different looks. Pryoxis is getting shown right now. Throws a rear uppercut back. And if I'm Pry, man, you got to just swing for the fences here, because you're going to lose if you don't take this round anyway. Big left hand.
He's trying, but Spider's doing a good job of stuffing all those shots that he was trying to throw. I mean, that sequence right there at the end where Spider was just landing right hands, right uppercuts, really stole him that round there. Pry was able to recover a little bit in between rounds, but he definitely needs a finish, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I mean, he's now down two scorecards out of these 10 rounds. So, yeah, he needs something here. He needs something, or a 10-8 or a knockdown, just anything to try and turn this around. I mean, even if he gets knocked out in the last round, I don't think anyone would hold it against him if he was trying to win the fight.
Yeah, you got to go for broke here, Pry. I mean, you're down. That last round didn't go your way. Spider is trying to bring it to you. Try to make him pay for being so aggressive, but Spider knows that as well. Good uppercut right there by Pry. Rocks Spider just a little bit. Spider's missing on a lot of shots. Another good rear uppercut into a left hand. They're both exchanging. Here we go.
Did he just level change for a takedown? He
maybe.
Also that was the 2 lead uppercut 2. He threw that. So that's the combo we called for. Finally gets it out. It works out nicely for him. But here we go. Spider's got him in a bad spot here against the cage. Just good ringsmanship moves laterally there to cut him back to that corner. Price trying to stay busy.
Yeah, and this is what Spider was predicting, right? In the pre questionnaire, we talked about. Spider said that his ring generalship was going to be a little bit too much for Pry, and he's trying to put it on show here. He's backing Pry up. Good uppercut right there, catches him. Good straight right there by Spider. Snaps the head back of Pryoxis. This is a very, very close fight, but Pry's eating a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he's letting the hands go, though. He's trying to land something as Pry. Not giving up. Less than a minute now. Oh, rear uppercut as well, unfortunately for Pry, on their face. Oh, that's a big uppercut. But why not? He had to go for it. Let's see if he can find his way back to the feet.
Yeah, I mean, he might be able to get up, but he's going to be in some real trouble when he does. As he does, he's able to recover, but Spider's going to come out and try to get him out of there is what I would imagine. Good left hand right there by Pry. Another good rear uppercut by Pry right there as well. He's not giving up yet, bae.
He's not. He's just throwing as well. He's not even trying to pull. He's just unloading with a flurry. Oh, he got him!
He rocked him! And he puts him down!
Okay, he's got 7 seconds if Spider does get up from this. I'm guessing that Spider's going to be pretty quick about the stand-up. Yep, no problems there on this one. He did get his knockdown, though, by just unloading. Oh, did it go to the... Is that how boxing works? That's how boxing works? Okay. Yeah, I was just like... You just like the timer runs out. Exactly, okay. And there we go. The winner, Spider. Great performance by both men. I mean, it was neck and neck till that 8th round. Spider pulled ahead by 2. He took the 8th. He took the 9th. The 10th was close, man. I don't know who took that one, but Yeah, so Pry got the 10th. So look, 1 point in it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 round in it, 10-9s throughout for both men. Actually, there's a 10-8 from Pry that kept him in the fight. So Pry takes 4 rounds to 6, one of them being a 10-8, puts him 1 point behind. Great fight, though.
Yeah, that really was a crazy, crazy fight. It was really everything that we thought it was going to be. I mean, both guys came out. They were tacticians at the beginning. It was tit for tat. Spider was able to win a couple more rounds than Pry was, but there at the end, we almost had a finish there from Pry, so he was never out of the fight. Both guys were absolute warriors, and what a hell of a performance by both of those guys.
Yeah, it was a great fight. What the fans wanted to see, I think, as well out of that one. We got 2 big names from the MMA world coming in to do some boxing, and I think it delivered on every single card. Right, so we have 2 fights left for you now, guys. A matchup between LX Dark Sniper and Red Baron Pep, 2 members from the Fight Night Championship community here. So if you're from that community, I'm sure you're anticipating this one. To us, we shall hopefully see some, a masterclass of how this game is supposed to be played at a competitive level. You would hope. Yeah, we will find out now. If these guys are ready, let's go straight to the fight. We're going to be at middleweight again here. I did just see a Conor McGregor, but that must be a created fighter.
Yeah, so it's going to take place at middleweight here. It looks like one is going with Julio Cesar Chavez again. The other one still... I thought he was going to go Cornell Whitaker, but he's going to go with Roberto Duran. This is going to be a very, very close fight. Both of these guys have heavy hands, and both are very, very durable. So we're going to see who is able to get this victory here if these are the fighters that they're using.
Yeah, I assume the body work is going to be a big factor in this one. Whoever can land the majority of those shots, try and take it into the later rounds, will help them out. Hopefully they lock these picks in a couple of seconds here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting on them here. Maybe they're having second thoughts about who to be using here. But these 2 guys are very, very good picks, especially for this middleweight division here. So it would not be a bad matchup here with both of these fighters. But maybe one's gonna go with Manny Pacquiao. Maybe we get another Manny Pacquiao Julio Cesar Chavez matchup, eh?
Possibly. There's certainly a meta around here. It doesn't seem to be on the overall stats as well. I'm wondering why Chavez is such a good pick. Is it the durability?
I'm not really too sure, but it looks like we are going to get the Roberto Duran and Chavez matchup here. I'm not really too sure why Chavez has been a heavy pick here in middleweight, but hey, these guys have a game plan that we don't know about, so they're going to try to come in and execute with the fighters that we might not even think about.
And here we are in the Royal London Theatre. Royal London... I feel like all these venues are made up, dude. I feel like they didn't get the licensing for these venues. I'm like, the Royal... Man, that ain't a real place. Albert Hall, maybe. I think they have boxing fights in there, but...
Yeah, the New York Arena, too, is like it's not Madison Square Garden.
409 wins, 407 losses on these online records. It seems quite even, really, across this game. Unless this is just some ridiculous record that obviously is impossible. But there we go. Love the trunks as well. This game had great shorts, didn't it? Right, you had all the different sequins, right? It was, it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So Dark Sniper will be in the black and green with Roberto Duran, and Julio Cesar Chavez taken here for Red Baron. So Red Baron on the right, Dark Sniper on the left. Good counter there as well. Nice shot to the body.
Yeah, and as you can see, both of these guys are kind of taking their time. Good right hook, or good left hook, I'm sorry, right there by Chavez. They're not really rushing. They're exchanging when they get into the pocket, but they're not really throwing too much quite yet.
Yeah, Dark Sniper's doing a very good job staying like a magnet, going toe-to-toe so he can dig right on the inside. And as soon as he exits, he's got his hands up. He's just being really diligent about when he's throwing and when he's entering into that pocket. So that's good, great work from Dark Sniper. We said this before the contest, the body work will really help whoever gets the majority of it done. So far, Dark Sniper looks like he's been engaging quite nicely in that, timing that right hook to counter that overhand.
Yeah, that was very, very nice. And it looks like Dark Sniper is just trying to take his time. He's not really overcommitting on the strikes. He's landed a lot of damage. He barely missed on that uppercut right there. as Chavez was trying to go down for a body strike. But Dark Sniper is taking his time. The ring generalship looks nice right now. He's backing Chavez up. He's not letting him land heavy shots. And when he tries to throw that overhand, he's countering it beautifully with a right hand. So good job so far by Dark Sniper.
Yeah, it looks like here Red Baron's trying to just kind of catch Dark Sniper on the entry, you know, like time your opponent. But I mean, that's a very hard thing to do. Most players on these combat sports games like in UFC, they'll tell you that it's not worth it to try and guess the timing on the entry like that. I mean, you put yourself in such a dangerous position, you whiff and you miss stamina. So Baron needs to, you know, catch him exiting, or set it up himself, or get him moving backwards so he can get the range correct before he just tries to catch him randomly on the entry here.
Yeah, and that's, I totally agree with that, Balin. It's hard to do that in the first round. If you're in the 5th round trying to time something out, then you would have the timing. You have the time to really see your opponent's timing, but that's not a game plan that you can really implement right away unless you have some kind of godly timing that we don't know about.
Is there any disadvantage to stance switching in this game if you're not? I mean, boxers don't really stance switch anyway, so I assume it's probably just out of the question. It's just like you can just switch stance.
I believe they have more detailed statistics like right hand and left hand, unlike we do in UFC. So that would play a little bit into the stance switch as well. But good body work right there by Red Baron. He tries to go with that overhand again, but he's whiffing, and that's going to cost him dearly in that stamina. He needs to be careful how many overhands he's throwing, because when he misses, Dark is making him pay with the right hands on occasion, so he needs to be careful.
And Dark's just fighting like a very difficult boxer to fight. You know, like as soon as you go, he goes. It's short, it's quick, it's impactful, it's to the body, and the defense is just almost impenetrable. So it's very frustrating whenever you're matched up with someone like this. There's a big left hand, but that's 1 out of the 10 he's thrown that landed. And again, it was kind of by chance that one landed. So if that's the tactic, you know, you're gonna miss a bunch more to try and land one more even now.
Yeah, and Dark is really just fighting how boxers would fight in real life. He's taking his time, he's being aggressive, he's controlling the center of the ring, but he is looking for the timing on his opponent's strikes. Look at right there, hits him with a good body shot off of that whiffed overhand. Like I said, Red Baron needs to be careful on throwing those left overhands like that, because he's getting countered damn near every single time.
Fires back to the body there as well. They both trade. Ooh. Now doing a good job popping the jab as he circles away. A bit more distance maintenance now we're seeing from Red Baron, which is good. Stay away from Dark Sniper in that inside game he's trying to force. That will be the end of the second round though.
Ooh. And Red Baron was able to land that good left hook right there at the end of the round, but he didn't. His lands were far and few between where they needed to be at. Dark Sniper is landing at a consistent pace. It looks like he has Red Baron's timing, so maybe Red Baron needs to switch up either the strategy or the timing on his strikes.
Another dig to the body with that straight right. And this is where, I'm not sure why he's not trying to get that uppercut going. You know, someone's level change the body that much, you're pitching the overhand over the top. That just means you're going to take more damage. Where's the uppercut, you know?
Yeah, I agree. That may be a strategy that he should try to employ. Ooh. Good strike right there, catches Red Baron. He needs to figure out a way. Maybe switch up the timing. Maybe switch back into orthodox and give Dark Sniper a different look, because right now he is reading Red Baron like a book.
Yeah, and that straight right is just landing really easily to the body for Dark Sniper, because it's just that window there, that hole there. But now we're just seeing some overhands be thrown time and time again here. Beginning to look a bit of a mismatch now, Crooks. Yeah,
it really is. Dark Sniper is putting on a masterful performance right now. Red Baron needs to try to do something drastic. Good left hook to the body right there, does some good damage. Look at that overhand again. He was almost made to pay, but luckily Dark Sniper wasn't at a distance to make him pay. But he's getting ripped to the body. Good straight right there, right to the body, and he's just doubling and tripling up on it as well, Balin.
Yeah, and he has this tendency to plant when he's on the defensive, because he's not moving his feet. It just leaves that body there all day. Obviously he wants to throw back because he's planting, but he's just sitting right there and just taking these body shots.
Yeah, and Dark's not rushing. That's the thing that I like to see. This is the type of aggressiveness that you guys are going to see if you guys are playing Fight Night Champion, but also what you're going to see in ESBC as well. This is how you enact pressure. You don't have to stay in somebody's face the entire time. I like to call it calculated pressure. He's just moving in and out. He's throwing good strikes. He's getting damaging shots off, and then he's getting out of the way.
All right, another good round right there for Alex Dark Sniper. His goal for ESBC, by the way, is to be the esports champion, this guy. So expect to see him again soon. Although I don't know how ESBC, I feel like ESBC are going to run their own official league because their game is called Esports Boxing Club. So to not have their own esports boxing club seems very, contradictory.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe he means that one, but I'm sure he means our one as well. So. Ooh, nice roll under. Tries to pitch the lead uppercut. And then tagged him with the left hand as well. Ooh, more straight right work to the body here from Sniper, just sticking right on it.
Ooh, there it is again. And there it was again. Like, Red Baron is trying to throw that overhand so much, and he's being made to pay. I would just abandon it if I was him. Oh. Look, there it is again. Another well-timed straight off of that missed overhand. It's incredible how Dark has that timing on that left overhand that Red Baron is throwing.
Yeah, but it's also easier for him to land this straight to the body because he's throwing it from southpaw, right? If he was throwing it from orthodox, the window would still be there, but I feel like because it's southpaw, it's just like a little bit more telegraphed. It's coming from further away. It's just easier for him to read and get underneath.
Yeah, and Dark's doing a good job again of just his ring generalship is really on point here. He's moving out at the right distance. There's that overhand again that whiffs. He wasn't made to pay, but he needs to be careful.
Oh. Man, I mean, really letting it go now is Red Baron. Oh, lovely timing. Step back, hit him with that beautiful uppercut. Baron not deterred though, still throwing. Just looping these overhands over the top, and every time eating that rear uppercut to the body, Crooks.
Yeah, and I feel like this skill matchup. Oh, he gets rocked right there by an uppercut. Going down to the body is Dark. He's swarming him. He's got him in that corner. Good job by Red Baron trying to survive right here. Oh, there's a straight right again, and another one puts him down.
Boosh. Lovely straight right. I mean, he's not even looking at him when he landed it. Like, he's over it. That's how long he threw it. But it did the job. Got it done. Drops him. Straight back to the feet on the 2 count, though. Red Baron says on fire. We go to the end of the round.
Oh, man, that's a hell of a way to end the round right there for Dark Sniper. You know his confidence has to be at an all-time high. He rocked him twice and got a knockdown. So in this 5th round, I would expect him to come out and really try to put the pressure on Red Baron here and try to get him out as soon as possible. Yep.
Sniper looking composed, 84% stamina as we move to the halfway point of the fight. Done a lot of body work. We can't see the effects of that, but I'm sure it's been adding up as well. And should be poised to almost finish this fight, you got to think, fairly soon.
Yeah, if it continues the way that it's been going, I don't see Red Baron lasting too much longer.
Long straight left from Red Baron here, committed to that southpaw stance for the entire contest. Ooh, big whiff on the lead uppercut. Oop. Sniper in no rush to get him out of there, Crooks.
Ooh, yeah, and he's just picking those shots. He's staying patient. He knows that those overhands are gonna come from Baron. Baron's been throwing them all fight long, Bay, and he's been being made to get countered as well. So Dark's just taking his time. He knows he's up on the scorecards. He's waiting for his opportunity to get it done. That one actually landed, so Dark needs to be very careful still. Those shots can do a lot of damage if they're landed.
I mean, we can't see his stamina, but you got to admit, you got to imagine it's going to be empty after just like every single time just throwing that overhand and it missing. I mean, not even letting it recover in between.
Yeah, it's got to be way down there. Look, another one that whiffs. I don't know, Bay. What can Red Baron do to change up the outcome of this fight? It just looks like he's struggling to figure out a game plan.
I mean, he's got to be more defensively responsible, I think. but also find a combination, something with some stopping power that's short, like the 2-3 or the 2-lead uppercut. You know, something short and sweet that he can just pop with good timing to keep Sniper off him. And maybe try and slip if he wants to set up that overhand. Maybe throw a jab before the overhand even, because right now he's just throwing it right over the top.
Yeah, and he's getting countered heavy. I'm sorry. Look, a good left hook right there. A good right hook, I'm sorry. But look, he's back up in the corner, and this is where Dark got him hurt the last time. Good body hook right there. Look, misses on another overhand, and there's another one. It's crazy how much stamina I has still, even after whiffing all those shots.
Oh, that's a good straight right. That could have been a knockout right there. Oh, and another one. Great timing.
Jeez. The damage is adding up, though, on Dark. Look, it's at 73%, so he's eating a lot more damage than he was previously.
Yep, here we go, though, over the halfway point through the round now. Red Baron has survived this long. Sniper really starting to put on it, though. Another pull down, the lead hook, straight to the body, nice work. Ooh, really going to town now. And those body uppercuts rolls under the hook there, nice big rock. Back to the cage one more time. Red Baron still throwing though, Chris.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to gain that respect back, but it looks like Dark Sniper is starting to take the momentum in this fight. Good right hand again, punishes that overhand for like the 10th, 11th time in this fight.
Yeah, he's just giving it to him, you know, he's just giving him that counter shot. He keeps taking it. I mean, he can throw more than one now on the counter. He's at that point. Doesn't need to just land this one straight. He can go, you know, 3-4 punches after these counter shots.
Yeah, oh, there's a nasty right body hook. There's another one right there as he puts Red Baron up against the ring. Now he's trying to get him in that corner. Good job by Red Baron getting off, but he's eating some massive damage here from Dark.
Yeah, and now he's just working the body, working the head. Managed to pressure him right to the back of those ropes. And this is not looking good for Red Baron right here. I feel like he's going to be crumbling sooner rather than later. Another straight right.
Oh, man. Oh, there's that beautifully timed straight right again, and he's in the corner. He's ripping up to the body. He's trying to go back up to the head. Red Baron is going to be able to recover here, but he needs to be careful. That damage is going to be high for the next 30 seconds.
Nice cover up right there as well. Good blocking. Just not able to keep the pressure off him, which is definitely something we're finding, or we're seeing it's hard to do in this game. If someone does start to eke ahead, starts pressuring you, it's not the easiest thing to do. People fire so quickly. Got to slip, got to counter, but it is going to go to the 7 rounds somehow.
Yeah, and he was able to survive that onslaught that Dark put on him. I got to give Red Baron credit, man. He's got the heart of a champion, and he's still landing at a high rate on Dark Sniper.
Oof. Right back to work where we left off. Sniper pressuring. Trying to get that straight right in again. Moved beautifully laterally to the inside there as well, but wasn't able to find the counter shot.
That straight's being popped to the body. Good uppercut right there by Dark. Punished that. There's that overhand again, but he wasn't able to make him pay for it. But look at where Red Baron is again. He is very, very close to the ring. He's able to circle out. Good uppercut right there prevents him from moving too far.
Nice straight right as well. One to the body. Just trying to snipe him like the Dark Sniper he is right there. Loves that straight right, been his main weapon throughout the whole fight. Now using it to set up the finish here. But just going body, head, switch southpaw real quick now as well. See if he's trying to find something else.
Yeah, and look at what Red Baron did. He switched into orthodox, which means that he's trying to keep Dark Sniper in the opposite stance. So it's interesting that he's trying to do that, because that straight has been coming out to the body pretty consistently as it goes right there again. Now they're both in orthodox. Good right hook to the body. And Dark Sniper's just really trying to put the pressure on him, try to get him to make a mistake.
Oof. Oh, nice counter. Just whiffed real big on that really forced right hand, and Sniper just stepped to the inside, crushed him with the counter shot as if he needed more damage to the body.
Ooh.
Right hand over the top there as well. Keeps cutting to the inside. Nice roll underneath the hook, but it's all too much too late.
Yeah, he's eating massive damages, Red Baron. but he is landing some good damage on Dark Sniper as well. So Sniper needs to be careful not to eat any of these overhands because he will get rocked. But he's doing a good job of pressuring them, getting on the inside, ripping those bodies, and then going up to the head with the hook.
Nice work there from Dark Sniper. Another solid round of work. Did drop that second round, but that's been it so far. Back on the bike, back on the straight rights. Timing it low again here. You can see the flurries from Red Baron as he's desperately trying to land something, anything to keep him off him, but he's just not able to land anything, Crooks.
Yeah, and he's being made to pay off of the whiffs that he is throwing out. I mean, those overhand whiffs, not only is he missing, but he's also getting countered to the body, to the head. Dark Sniper is just really looking on point. Good straight right there. Good straight right to the body. He's just doing work both to the head and the body. He's looking real nice, Dark Sniper, right now.
Yeah, I'm low here. Crushes him again with that right hand to the body. He's landed so many of these. I can't believe he's not gone down, Crooks, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of insane how many body shots he's been landing on him. He's just been eating every single one. Eats the uppercut that time as he tries to level change. Keeping their hands up now.
With any of these shots, either to the head or to the body, that he hasn't gotten stunned is absolutely amazing. But Dark Sniper's putting the pressure on him.
Ooh. Oh,
Ooh.
Those hooks on the inside right there as well. I mean, he's throwing them. But nice job staying patient, finding the timing for the rear uppercut to the body again here. Leading now with that body hook. Baits that out with the jab. That's good work, but there's no counter behind it. Oh, and he gets rolled on the inside rear uppercut. Nice work. And now Dark Sniper going to town. Lead hook again here. Push away, straight to the body. Straight to the body again. He's still standing though, Crooks.
Yeah, and I don't know how. He just ate a nasty rear uppercut that would have put most people to sleep, but Chavez is doing a good job of being able to recover, but that damage still is going to be pretty high. So Red Baron needs to be careful. Stop winging them overhands like that. You're being made to pay, but it's going to be the end of the 8th round.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised that this can go 8 rounds. I mean, it's been a very dominant performance by Dark Sniper. He's landed a lot of big shots. He's landed a lot of body shots, but apparently they are unfazing Red Baron here because he's made it all the way to the 9th round.
Yeah, really, you're not lying.
Oh, another sneaky lead uppercut right there. This one gets blocked, tries to fire back his own one. Eats another one there though. Red Baron just not giving up until the fight is actually over.
Yeah, he knows that he has Dark Sniper at high damage as well. He's trying to mount an offense, but Dark Sniper is just not having it. He's making him pay. Good straight right there. Does massive damage. And look, he's moving his head. Good body shot right there by Red Baron. So by no means is Red Baron giving up, but Dark Sniper looks like he's in firm control of this fight here.
Yep, and he has been since the bell sounded in the first round. Still stalking forward here, straight to the body. Now coming over that lead hook. Only thrown it once though. Oh, gets back with a straight left on the entry. Lead overhand almost cracks him, but this flurry surely will put him down. Sniper doing a good job. Gets shot with a body shot. Hey, he gets some revenge in the 9th round there.
Yeah, he's able to put him down. Like we were saying earlier, that damage on Dark Sniper was very high as well. I believe it was at 80 something. So Red Baron was able to find a good shot and finally put Dark Sniper on the mat.
Yes, indeed. Sniper not going to be happy about that one. Let's see if he comes back with a mind for revenge. Kind of surprising that he got dropped that easily, considering all that Sniper's been hitting him with. You know, it's kind of surprising, but it's more about the timing in this game than it is necessarily the accumulation, especially in a short period of time.
Yeah, it really is. But Dark Sniper is not taking a back step. I don't know how well this game plan is going to go out for him. If he's trying to get the win, he could just run and coast, but it looks like he's a finisher. He's trying to get out here and show Red Baron, you know what? Yes, you knocked me down, but I'm going to put you out for the count.
Will he, though? Because there's 10 seconds left in this round. I think it's going to go to the judges somehow. Another straight right there lands, but he eats it, and it will go to the 10th and final round here. Sniper looking fresh-ish, still half the gas tank left. What are the chances here that you give Red Baron to win this one, Chris?
I mean, it's high. That damage is only going to recover so much, but not throwing shots like that. He got made to pay with that right hand. Good uppercut right there by Sniper. Oh, another one, but a good left right there by Red Baron. They're both going back and forth, but I feel like Red Baron obviously needs that finish, so he needs to exchange a little bit more.
Again here, you know, like there's so much stress going on in the mind of Red Baron. He's just swinging anytime Dark Sniper takes a step forward, and most of the time they're out of range. Sniper can just, you know, tiptoe in and out, slide in and out. It'll just be offense just hitting thin air because there's a desperation, and there has been a desperation for this entire fight, really, from Red Baron. Obviously, there's a desperation now in the 10th round to get something done. But let's see if Sniper can't finish the guy who's trying to finish him.
Yeah, and Sniper's being patient with it. Look at him. He's picking his shots. He's still going down to the body. He's not rushing. He's trying to slip these overhands that are coming still. Good uppercut right there on the inside by both men. But he's really just taking his time. I think he knows for a fact and for a certainty that he's got this fight won. He just needs to survive, but that doesn't mean that he's still not going for the finish.
Very true. Just being cautious as he can. A minute left now in this contest. That big left overhand still being fired out. Oh, man, nice job. Slipped the lead uppercut, but just couldn't land the counter. He a big body shot, though. Oh, there's a rear uppercut. Nice work by Sniper, finding a home for that. Even towards the end here, nice work, headbutt body, but gets cracked. Low stamina, nice liver shot. And here comes Dark Sniper with a rear uppercut, puts him down again there, Crooks. Bam, 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 3 uppercuts, look at that.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a hell of a combo. The three piece, but an uppercut version. Yeah, but he was able to put him on the mat. Who knows if Red Baron is going to be able to recover, but it looks like he is. He is with 5 seconds. Yeah.
Pretty impressive. He keeps getting up there as well. How much is left in the round, though? Less than 10. They pick away to the body. It will go to the scorecards. And that will be a win for Dark Sniper. There, guys. Gets it done. Shows up tonight. Says he wants to be... he said 2 things before tonight. Okay. He said, number 1, he wants to be the ESBC champion. Maybe he will be. But he also said, this fight will end by me knocking my opponent out cold. Unfortunately, that one didn't happen. So can't be, not that mystic, I don't think there, Crooks. But still a great fight, great performance nonetheless. Appreciate the showcasing of some Fight Night Championship, you know, meta level boxing. It was a good contest.
Yeah, it really was. And it was a great performance by Dark Sniper. I mean, he got put on the canvas once, but he looked very, very good. He had a great game plan up until that knockdown, and even after he recovered like a champion does. I look forward to seeing what he does in ESBC, and hopefully he's able to become the ESBC champion. I mean, the guy is well on his way. His knowledge and his skill level looks up there for what a champion would be.
All right. All right. Well, speaking of champions, we have 2 now, one from the world of Fight Night and one from the world of MMA, and they will match up here in the main event this evening. Here we've got Suave Jamie, ESFL veteran, winner of titles, and we have as well opposite him Malky Pablo, Malky Pablo, the man who helped co-promote, co-organize this event tonight. Don't forget to check out Outlaw Boxing Syndicate as well as Ebox Champions on YouTube. But before that, we have a little tribute video here for 2 members of the Fight Night community who sadly passed away recently. So we're going to just watch a little tribute video before the main event tonight. Always nice to see communities coming together, Crooks, to support each other, especially in times like this.
Yeah, it's a travesty when one of these communities or a community loses some of its players. I know we've had some losses over the UFC side, so my condolences to the Fight Night community and losing a couple of its members. It's never a good thing, and my condolences to the families of those fighters as well.
Yes, yes, indeed. Rest in peace to both of them. And I'm sure they will be celebrated amongst their respective communities for many years to come as well. Right, let's go to the main event tonight, guys. We have a showcasing fight now. I love this matchup. What a great little Sunday night card for you guys as well. I know you're all combat sports fans in general, but we have Suave Jamie here, UFC 4 champion, UFC 3 champion, and you know, he thinks he's going to do pretty good when ESBC drops here. I'm certainly excited myself as a UFC player to get my hands on it. You know, the boxing skills transfer. But we will see tonight how much he's been putting in on Fight Night, how he makes the transition. I know that Double Dragon, aka Malky Pablo here, there's a lot of hype around this man, of course, for his status within the community. But here he will be facing off against a champion from another organization, literally bringing Conor McGregor into this one as well, Crooks.
Yeah, it's interesting because Suave Jamie is known for his Conor McGregor in UFC, so he's trying to transfer him over to Fight Night Champion. He's taking on one of the best, if not the best player in the world in Malky Pablo. So we're gonna see how well Suave Jamie does against one of the best here in Fight Night Champion.
Yes, I'm assuming that we're going to load. We have there we go. So the MGM Grand is a venue here, Crooks. I'm so confused. That is a real venue. Maybe they got the license for that one. I don't know. All right, here we go. Jamal Namarco. Now, I'm not familiar with this person. I'm assuming that's also a created fighter. It's also nice to see that these created fighters aren't, you know, weirdly sort of, I guess, like super dark void-like deep black hole black color. So I don't know what's happening here. So kind of just like no empty voids of people. Textureless, that's the word. They were textureless. These men have textures. It's an improvement, Crooks.
Yeah, it really is compared to the last calf on calf that we had. But we see Suave Jamie even got the record of Conor McGregor, his professional boxing record, 0-1. But he's going up against Malky, and I would assume this might be Malky himself or somebody that Malky knows. But it's going to be an interesting matchup here as we go best on best here in Fight Night Champion, and I cannot wait, Bailey.
Yeah, I want to see how Jamie fights, because obviously we know his tendencies in MMA. You know, he likes to throw the rear uppercut to the body. The pull counter is something that's very good right now in UFC 4, so we see a lot of that. He loves to dig to the body as well with the stepping straight left, so we'll see if that comes in also. But yeah, to a T here, 5'9" as well for the McGregor pick. I'm kind of excited for it. So there will be a bit of a reach advantage, I think, for Jamie here. Let's see how well he uses it. But like we said, he is fighting someone, you know, who's in his element now. We're in his world. Maybe one day we'll see Malky come over to UFC 4, but I doubt it, because he'll just be playing ESBC.
Yeah.
But Jamie has brought his cojones tonight, putting it on the line. I'm excited for this one. All right, here we go. Taking that Philly shell from Southpaw again. So he's going to have to be careful of that jab. That'll pop him all night right there, as well as that lead hook. All right, already trying to reach him with his jab. Jamie stepping through right now. Lots of tight pressure from Malky. Both Philly shelling there. That's nice.
Yeah, and both men are just taking their time. Like I said, both of these guys are some of the best players at their game, so they're not going to rush. They're going to try to take their time, make a read, and try to punish their opponent when possible. But you can see no wasted movement from either one of these men here. They're just holding their blocks up, trying to see what each other's going to do. Good slip off right there by Jamie.
I was going to say, sorry, you go on, you keep going.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to see what Jamie's head movement is like, because the head movement in Fight Night Champion is very freeing. As someone who uses a ton of head movement, I love it, and you have a lot more defense ability when you're trying to get in the headbutt in there. When you're trying to score in this game, like I feel like Jamie's a bit apprehensive of using some of that head movement in UFC 4, because the consequences can be ridiculous. I mean, a bit too ridiculous. It's almost not worth to take the risk, right, Crooks? But in this game, he might be able to get that in a little, so we'll see. But this is good, solid single shot work from the outside now by Malky. He's just landing jab, landing that rear hook to the body. And these rounds are shorter. You know, Jamie has to remember that. You know, he's been not too active this first round, but, you know, he's going to lose it if he doesn't start tagging a few shots as this fight picks up.
Yes, I totally agree. But unlike in UFC 4, Jamie doesn't have to worry about getting leg kicked or getting taken down, so he can move his head more freely here than he can in UFC 4. So I would assume we're going to see a little bit more head movement from him. He's landed a couple of good shots, but Malky is really putting the pressure on him, landing some good shots of his own. Tries to rip to the body there, but they both whiff on their strikes. And overall, a very, very close first round. I don't know who I would give that one to.
That was a beautiful jab left hook though, right at the end. That's that UFC 4 jab left hook right there. We saw he snuck that through perfectly. I'd love to see a little more lead hand work from both guys if they're both clearly showing, right? That'll come around the side. But yeah, I agree with you, Crooks. Very close round. I would probably lean towards Malky though. I think statistically he probably landed a couple more shots. I think Jamie maybe landed the harder punches.
Yeah, I would say that last combo was probably the best combination of the first round, but Malky was pressing the pace a little bit better. He was definitely controlling the center of the ring a little bit more. So I'd have to give the first round to Malky.
All right, let's see if there's any adjustments after that first feeling out process. Jamie keeping that guard high. Ooh. Look at that. He trying to do the same combo we ended the round with. Malky had the counter straight right, just loaded, ready to go. So great work by Malky. Double change to the body. Big whiff on the lead hand there. Tries to sneak the liver shot in and circle off. Jamie double missing on that uppercut right there. Good work. Just stepping slightly to the outside of it.
Yeah, and Malky's doing a good job. Look, he's making the reads. Like you said on that jab lead, that jab rear hook. Oh, look at the body work right there by Malky. He's really starting to find his rhythm. He's getting a read on what Jamie's trying to do. Now Jamie needs to make those in-game adjustments that we were talking about in the earlier fights, and he's very, very good at it. So right there, he caught him with a good left hook. But
he's already adjusting, right? Like he was trying to counter, and now he's gone into he was trying to lead the dance basically, and he was getting tagged on the counter shots. Now he's waiting. Now he's letting Malky lead a little bit more because he realized he was just whiffing on everything. So already Jamie making that adjustment you call for there, Crooks.
Yeah, and the thing is about it is when you're fighting somebody that's kind of trying to counter strike you, this is why some of Anderson Silva's title defenses, the worst ones were when people did not lead the dance against him. I mean, you would see it every once in a while. So you can see Suave Jamie's not trying to lead the dance. He knows that Malky's trying to counter him, so he's not gonna continually put himself in harm's way if he doesn't have to.
Yeah, you just about disrupting rhythms sometimes as well, you know, disrupting patterns and just mixing up the tempo, the pace of the fight, just hitting the reset button, and that can cause all kinds of things to happen. That can open up new avenues of attack, that can help you read your opponent's weapons. But if you're going to play the counter-punching game, you can't get frozen in there. You do have to land a little, and I think that's what's winning these rounds right now for Malky. It's like it's even, but he's just landing a couple more shots each round.
Yeah, he's really what they would say outpointing Jamie right now. He's going to try to get a head up in the rounds, and then Jamie's going to have to try to get a finish, and that's when I think Malky's going to try to do most of his work. Oh, good body shots.
Were they both counter body shots, or did that leaping hook land?
No, they were both counter body shots.
Oh, right. And here we go, Jamie again, like we said, trying to lead the dance, getting countered. We can definitely tell. Oh, is there a disconnection or a controller problem?
that animation for the disconnect was pretty funny.
Oh, straight to the body there. Malky doesn't care. But yeah, anytime Jamie tries to lead the dance here, you know, Malky's head movement is on point. He's seen these weapons come at him millions of times. And it's just about setting the tempo, isn't it, really? You dictate and set your presence at the start of the round, and then you make your opponent work to take it off you. And that's what Jamie's having to do right now. He's having to take these rounds away from Malky, and Malky's just being too slick defensively to let that happen.
Yeah, Malky's not just giving him opportunities. Everything that Suave Jamie is gonna land, he's gonna have to work for, especially against a pro in another game. This is not UFC 4, like we said. This is not Jamie's area of expertise. This is Malky's world, and Suave Jamie is just visiting it, trying to get something out of it.
Yeah, he's mixing up the combinations now, going 4 pieces. You can tell he's just trying to land something. And Malky's just there with the counters every single time. And Jamie knows that if he doesn't throw, he's going to lose these rounds anyway, because the activity from Malky is just consistent enough to edge them out every single time. So it's a very tough strategy to fight against.
Yeah, it really, really is, Bay. And you can see Malky is he's mounting an offense, but he's very sound defensively. So if he knows you're gonna try to exchange back, he'll just pop himself either out of the way or move laterally to get away from your strikes. Another beautifully timed body shot, Suave Jamie right there.
Oof. A left hand for Jamie, but yeah, Malky did a great job entering there on the inside. Oh, big straight right to finish as well. Yeah, Malky's accuracy very high tonight as well. Did give that first round to Jamie though, so it is 2 rounds to 1 right now, but one of those was a 10-8. At least that's one scorecard opinion, not all 3. We'll see what the actual scorecards will be at the end, or maybe we won't.
Yeah, but Malky is starting to apply the pressure a little bit. He's starting to be a little more active with his strikes. So now it's going to be Jamie's time to try to release some strikes, try to get some good counter strikes in. He's doing a good job of popping that straight out as well so far.
He is indeed. Yeah, Jamie has to find a different strategy here. You know, if charging with your normal like combos trying to set them up from range isn't working, then what else can Jamie do? Can he try and make it an inside fight? Because he's still entering all of these combinations with straight punches from the outside. What happens if he tries to step right toe to toe? I imagine he'll just get hit more, most likely.
Yeah, and he needs to be careful. I mean, you need to mount a little bit of offense, but you also need to be very defensively sound. And that's something that Malky's doing very, very well. And that's something that maybe Suave Jamie is going to try to do as these rounds progress. But so far, so good for Malky.
Yeah, I mean, when this is literally Floyd versus Connor, you know, in every single way, like down to Jamie's difficulty to initiate his offense without making himself vulnerable, and Malky's just composure and understanding of like the duration of the rounds, the amount of volume and output he needs to put forth in order to steal them and secure them. So it's a tough battle here for Jamie. He's doing well though, staying in it. Malky just winning the fight though in terms of the scorecard for sure.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree with you even more anymore, Bay. Floyd versus Connor, this is exactly how this fight is playing out. When you know somebody's very good at point fighting, you're going to try to open yourself up to mount your offense, and then they're just going to counter you, and then they're going to beat you on points. So it's something that Malky is trying to do here with Suave Jamie, and Jamie's trying to adjust to it on the fly.
Ooh, ate that jab to land that left, and then a straight right as well on the exit. And there's not a lot of combinations from Malky. It's really just single shot counters here. Just doing a great job guarding high, guarding low. And Jamie's not throwing combinations anymore either because he's too worried about getting slipped and ripped. The more he throws, the more likely that is it's going to happen. But single shots are also making him vulnerable. Jamie just in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, he is. And he's getting made to pay with that right. Look at that. Another shovel uppercut to that body. Another one. That's 3. In a matter of 10 seconds. You can't keep eating those to the body. They're gonna do massive damage as this fight goes along.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be something that a lot of these fight night guys tonight have been using. That rear shovel hook or uppercut, whatever you want to call it, to the body. Oof. Landing that straight left now though is Jamie, and we'll see if Jamie can get the uppercut in there if this continues as well.
Oh, there goes that connection again.
I guess this is just like a connection to the server. Jamie just putting it on anyway. Nice liver shot counter though. Great work on the exit.
Yeah, Malky's doing a good job. He's moving. He's not taking too much damage. Oh, another good right hand right there. Rips through Jamie's block. And connection's becoming a little bit of an issue, but we are back. Malky looks like he's starting to get a little more comfortable with what Jamie's giving him here in this fight.
Ooh, big roll under and right hook to the body as well. Nicely a rear uppercut there, and another one tries to fire through. Slip off to the outside. Malky just looking smooth right now, just staying right on the end of these punches. Knows he's already putting enough forth to win this round, so doesn't have to overcommit or close the space. It's beautiful timing on the rear uppercut right there, right as that jab came out, but didn't land it. And Malky's very good at firing off beat as well, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's really mixing up his timing very, very, very well. I like it. Jamie's doing a good job of landing his jabs. I feel like if he would switch up to the jab, good left hook right there, landed on Malky, if he would just throw a little more jabs instead of opening himself up with the hooks or the uppercuts, I feel like he would be doing a little bit better. But that's the end of that round.
Got hit big there at the end, trying like a little slide back karate. Straight punch, got clipped. Into round 6 now, though. Halfway point coming up. You got to think Malky is ahead now. 4 rounds, possibly 5 rounds to 1.
Yeah.
Jamie's probably proud of what he's been able to achieve so far, but if you're Jamie, you got to feel like you do want to land some offense on this guy. You know, you want to make it competitive.
Well, let me tell you, Jamie is a super competitor, and I don't think he is by any means happy with how this fight is going. But there's only so much that you can do, especially against somebody like Malky, who's one of the best players in the world, and he's really proving it right now.
Nice. Jamie getting back to that head movement we talked about at the start, which he really did have on point, at least initially. He looked very good with it, moving laterally as well. Adjustment to the body shot, though, from Malky. Yeah, there again, the rear uppercut to the body. You can tell if that head movement's coming out, that's where he's going to go. And Jamie's firing back his own uppercuts, trying to catch him as he level changes, but he's just not able to time it or make contact. And now we've changed rhythm again.
Yeah, and he's trying. He's responding with some good stuff. It's just few and far between when he's getting his opportunities to do that. And Malky is just really just point fighting him.
He's doing a great job slipping and fires the left hand time and time again, but it's just not landing. Also, that slide back now for Jamie, that's working nicely. Got himself out of the pocket right there. They trade. Oh, beautiful timing right there. Jamie does fire a rear uppercut back, but he's already eaten that body shot. It's a lot of damage.
Oh, he almost was made to pay off of that miss with the left hand. Oh. Almost landed that left hook. Jamie's not out of this fight. He's still trying to land. He's not going to give up. He might be a little bit frustrated, but he's still trying to be aggressive and mount a good offensive game. But Malky's doing a good job of avoiding most of his strikes.
Ah, man. I would almost give this round to Jamie, but Malky's done such good work with those body shots that it's going to be tough. I think it's probably going the way of Malky again.
He's hurt.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Malky's just doing a lot more damage than Jamie at this point in the fight, so I'd have to give that one to Malky as well.
Oh, another slip after that double jab. Just goes to the outside, right hand comes right down the middle. Great work. Now Jamie playing the hesitation game again, trying to change up strategies, find a different entry.
Yeah.
Oh. And to down low for that one. 1-2, bounces off the block. Jamie mixed up the timing on that jab entry now.
Yeah, Jamie's trying. He's popping out that jab a little bit more too, which is good. He's trying to mix the jab into his combinations. It's just Malky looks like he sees everything coming. He looks like he's about 2 or 3 moves ahead of what Jamie is trying to do. Look at the counter right there that he was able to land too. So it's like a chess match, but right now I feel like Malky is just a little bit ahead of where Jamie's at.
Yeah, Jamie trying to change things up, trying to find a new strategy late in this fight. Beautiful straight right. Just entered, landed it. Great head movement by Malky. Eats that one though. Pouring left hand comes far. Doesn't reach though. Malky now trying to anticipate the entries there with the counter, the stiff right. Doesn't land though. Another left from Jamie, leading with that now. Oh, again, keeps whiffing on that uppercut, keeps getting slipped, but he's been able to slide back. Then that counter right hook comes out, but there's another one. Man, he's landing a lot of those right hooks and right uppercuts to the body, rolls underneath there with a left hook to the liver this time. That was nasty, and another right hand to the body. Just tickling Jamie every time he steps inside the pocket there.
Yeah, and you can see Malky's just making that read, right? Like, he's just making the correct reads, and it's just going his way, and he's making Suave Jamie really pay for the mistakes.
All right, there we go. Next round. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens if you give Jamie the game for like a month or something. Maybe not even a month though, because people have been playing, Fight Night for a long time. Jamie going with the taunts. We haven't seen that headbutt yet. I wonder if it will come out.
I'm pretty sure at some point he'll probably try to throw one, but
I mean, he tried to throw one earlier, but it didn't land. So, well, there
Oh,
it is.
there it is.
Listening to us. Listening to us now is Jamie. Straight lead hook from Jamie. I like that. At least he's trying to mix up some different combinations. It's very tough because you feel like, you know, Malky's not really moving that much, so you should be able to just walk forward and just unload a couple of combos. But the head movement of Malky is so good, as is his timing to stick you and to stiffen you up as you enter. Prevent animations, get sort of like halts, and there's a rear uppercut again.
Malky is doing a good job of just moving off the line and ripping the body and then coming back up to the head. Look, there was another rip to the body, and he just continues to go with those hooks and uppercuts to that body and then come back up to the head with a hook or a straight of his own. Look, there's another one right there.
Yeah, and again, the Jamie's now trying to use volume because he definitely can't go single shot for shot because it's a lot easier for those those reads to be made. So Jamie is mixing things up right now. The lack of feints in this game really does make things problematic. Right now, you know, you would love to be able to fake. You fake a jab and then fake and then go. You know, I really feel like that's something that lets the game down a little bit, the lack of fakes.
Yeah.
I
agree with you. I think that would really benefit Jamie because he could fake a jab or a hook and then come with an uppercut as Malky was trying to dip down. But I mean, he's doing the best he can. He's not doing bad. It's just Malky is just being able to make the reads and counter effectively. It doesn't mean that Jamie's game plan is any worse or that he's not doing well because he is landing on Malky as well. It's just a little bit tough against somebody that's been doing this for a very, very long time.
Yep, he's staying in there though. There's 3 rounds left. I think Malky is up every round, apart from that first one there. He was just making those reads. 98% on the gas tank, but they both have got good gas. Oh, no respect. Ooh, that was cheeky that as well.
Yeah, that was a really very, very good pullback. Now Jamie's moving his head a little bit more like you were talking about earlier. Look, he's made to pay to the body. There's the head, and then into a straight. That's ridiculous. Come on now, Jamie. Don't be like that, bro.
Lots of booing. Nice return to the body there. Nice work by Malky. Hangs on the cage, or the ropes, excuse me. Such a good job slipping under that left hand. Again, that's the southpaw of the orthodox. You know, obviously you probably still be able to rip that shot, but once you get under that left hand, there's so much just flesh ready for you to hit there with your right.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. And look at the rip to the body again right there by Malky. Didn't get a huge damage, but he's doing just enough to really just get those points off of Suave Jamie. He's taking his time. There's another rip to that body. Good straight right there by Jamie on the return.
Another one.
Hit again to the body. And another one.
It's that left hand, man. Every time it comes out, it's just slipped off. And then boom, that right hook comes to the body. Again.
Jeez, my body's hurting for Jamie at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's tough. It's tough. Again, fakes might help. You know, you could try and bait that counter shot out and then counter the counter, but until you can, it's very tough to deal with.
Oh, and he's ripping to that body. He's trying to respond. Jamie's trying to respond, but eats another one to the body. And Malky's just going back to it. He's just repeatedly hitting that body, and it's not looking too good for Suave Jamie right now.
Yeah, and Jamie's head hunting as well right now, which doesn't help him, because all Malky needs to do is just block and slip high. Every shot Jamie's throwing is coming off that left hand up to the head, just making Malky a lot easier to just make reads. Obviously, he doesn't really want to go to the body. He's trying to stop him from entering, and he's trying to finish the fight, but because they're all coming up high, it makes it a little bit easy for Malky.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, every single time he was countering off that, it was off of either an uppercut or a straight on that left hand. So maybe Suave Jamie, maybe switch stance just a little bit, give Malky a different look, but I don't know if it's going to pay too much of dividends, but it definitely make him think just a little bit.
Yeah. He's slipping, but he's also sort of rolling under as well, so I'm not really sure about what shot would actually land. You know, it's not like UFC 4. Well, I mean, it is. But even if he throws the left hook, he's still rolling, so he can't throw the straight or the rear uppercut or the left hook or the overhand. Everything is just getting slipped.
Yeah, that's true.
The patience.
Yeah, both of these guys are not rushing at all.
Yeah. Let's see what Jamie does in this 10th. Oh no, there's 12 rounds, of course. Oof.
He almost caught him with that straight.
Again, Jamie's really just headhunting. I know he's trying to finish the fight, Crooks, but the body work would definitely help him.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Jamie. Jamie is not known as a... Oh, he headbutted him. Yeah, there was a warning. There was a warning from the ref. Let's see if Jamie decides to go for another headbutt that would end the fight. But Jamie is not known really as a body worker in UFC 4, so it'd be something not really new to him, but something that he doesn't do customarily in his fight game. So maybe that's something that he can work on here if he's going to be competing in Fight Night Champion.
Always leading with that jab as well, but Malky doesn't really slip the jab, so you can go jab, lead hook. That'll probably help Jamie a little bit there. Now he's throwing that lead hook. I really do think he does need to throw more hooks, less linear punches. That'll help him as well. It'll take away that quick counter, force the roll underneath. Then you can start firing the uppercut to catch him on the way down. So, but it's all maybe a little too late for Jamie. But he is trying to commit a little more with those hooks.
Yeah, he is, and look at Malky. He's just staying patient, trying to do the rope-a-dope. He's inviting Jamie in, hitting him to the body. Good left hook right there by Jamie. Did some good damage on him.
Yeah, and he waited for Malky to throw and then threw back. So you see him now freezing because he's basically, and he doubled up on it. I love the word from Jamie. So he's freezing and waiting for Malky to throw and then just trying to throw at the same time he does to land that counter. And that's why he's doubling up on it, right? Hoping that he'll slip the first one. The second one will come as he throws and he'll hit him mid-execution. But again, just going back to these long-reaching left hands, not able to get it done.
Yeah. And that's it. That could be a strategy, but that's gonna work out for Suave Jamie right now. But it's too little, too late. Malky is ahead, quite big in round. So, oh, there's another body shot. Rips him again with that counter body hook and just did massive damage.
Yeah, it seems to be a very meta shot, that one. Rear uppercut to the body. We've seen basically everyone use it tonight. Doing a good job adjustment there, though. Getting the blocks going nicely. Just not entirely sure the best way to go about initiating his own offense.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, he's still trying. He's been able to land some straights, but that body shot is coming in heavy, and now it's doing massive damage. So Jamie's going to be a little bit more tentative to throw than he has been in the past.
Yeah, I don't blame him for sure. You know, we can see how difficult it is to deal with Malky in there right now.
Yeah, Malky's looking absolutely great right now, especially with his body shots. And he keeps going down. Jamie's just standing in the corner now. It looks like he might try to throw an uppercut to the head as Malky is dipping down, but he's just blocking right now. There's the uppercut, but he whiffs on it.
Yeah, and if he's going to sit and wait for it again, I bet he's probably just going to get slipped. So we'll see. Finally, he decides to just circle out. And Malky just waits. Why not?
Yeah, Malky knows he's ahead in this fight. He's not going to do anything that'll give Jamie a chance to really put him out. He's just staying patient as he has the whole fight. Good straight right there. Catches Jamie as he tried to enter. Jamie's now trying to pressure a little bit. Malky backs himself into the ropes and headbutts him.
Disqualified. At one point, Jesus. Yeah, he needs to be careful with that.
I think it was intentional. I think Jamie just got mad and threw a headbutt for no reason.
Trying to make it work. Ooh. And we will go to a final round here. Jamie's done a good job staying in the fight. Granted, Malky's not really been trying to go, balls to the wall to get it finished. But it's been an interesting contest. Just that slip, that straight left, slip, that rear uppercut. It's just been a lot of head hunting from Jamie for the last 4 or 5 rounds here.
Yeah, it really
Nice
has. Good
hand.
straight left right there, though. I mean, Jamie's still in it. He's not giving up, but at the same time, it just looks like Malky is a little bit too much for him at this point in his career, in his boxing career.
Yeah, Malky's able to generate a ton of power just with single shots. It's just the timing that's been really, really impressive. Not these slip straights or these slip rear uppercuts. It's the intercepting timing, you know, when like right there, you know, just the perfect time to throw that straight right hand. And he does it before the punches come out as well, like right there as well. It's kind of on the offbeat. It's very tricky.
Yeah, and it's a testament to how much of a pro Malky is at this game. I mean, he really has mastered the movement and the timing in this game to the point where he can put on performances like this. This is not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, even if you're playing somebody that's new to Fight Night Champion, to put on a performance like this is very, very difficult and hard to do, more or less against an elite player in another combat sports game.
Oof. Jamie really reaching with that left now.
Oh,
just straight rights to counter from Malky. Not looking for anything else. Oh, yeah, another one to the body.
Dig into that body, man. The body work is absolutely brutal right now.
Philly shell working out nicely tonight for Malky. Jamie trying to hit him with a little TJ Dillashaw action. But it's all too late. Goes for the single. Sorry, for the single. Goes for the standing guillotine here. Much better. But there we go. It goes the distance, everybody. And it will be the Fight Night champion, Mr. Malky Pablo, co-host or organizer, co-promoter for this event as well there. So congratulations to Malky. Gets his hand raised. Great performance. Great showcasing of, you know, high-level Fight Night Championship boxing, Crooks.
Yeah, I mean, he put on a masterclass. I mean, that is the highest of the high level of Fight Night Champion boxing. Anyways, I can't wait to see what Malky does in ESBC. I mean, he looked absolutely good at Fight Night Champion, so you can imagine his enthusiasm and his grind for ESBC is going to be at an all-time high.
Yeah. Someone just put in the chat, Jamie just went 12 rounds in Fight Night. I wonder if we would even see 1 round in UFC. That might be true. That might be true. You never know. I don't know if Pablo will take that challenge, even if it's just for exhibitional purposes. The consequences, I don't know. I feel like in Fight Night, there's still consequences. You know, you still have to be careful. You can get slept early. We saw that in the first fight of the night. Granted, that was a heavyweight, but regardless, it was a great night of fights there, guys. A nice little 6-card bill for you, and I'm sure we will do another one of these events in the future as we lead up to ESBC. So shout out again to Outlaw Boxing Syndicate. Don't forget to check them out on YouTube there at Ebox Champions as well. Thank you to Malky Pablo for helping promote. There's been a lot of new Fight Night people in the chat tonight, so welcome everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this ESFL event. Crooks, did you have a good time?
A great time. I mean, I can't wait for ESBC to come out and Fight Night Champion cards. This is my second time commentating on them. The 2 times that I commentated on them has been absolutely great. I had such a fun time commentating with you, Balin. I had such a fun time watching these guys put on beautiful performances. We've had some crazy fights. We had technical fights, and being capped off by one of the best players going up against one of the best from UFC 4 just absolutely took the cake. So I had nothing but fun calling these fights today.
All right, well, there we go. I had a great time as well. Excellent. Well, thank you to everyone who tuned in once again. We do hope you enjoyed yourselves. We'll be back next Saturday for ESFL 127. I believe it will be a Xbox card. It's stacked to the top and bottom, that one, actually. We saw it last week. Oh, we have the card. Yeah, let's take a look at it because it is stacked. This is next Saturday. We have a beautiful, massive list of events here. The EK boys are showing up as well. Elite King's going to be representing fully in numbers there tonight. You'll notice Zayaf not defending his belt because he is not here next week, but we do have God Ate My Pig, Jamie Bucks. Webcam is back against Faith Nater. Holloway is taking on Blake Tyler. Look at that one. What a fight that will be. We've got Dirty Dave down there as well. There's Harambe Spider back against Killer Jake. Just a really stacked card for you next Saturday. ESFL 127, October 9th, same time as before, 8 o'clock in the UK, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, but I will end it there. So thank you very much for tuning in, from myself, Balian, Crooks, everybody else who's been working behind the scenes for this one, and Outlaw Boxing as well for the co-promotion. We will see you next time. Everybody take care. Have a good night. See you soon.